hello. Hey, hello, delicious. It's me, your personal incubus boy toy, Tommie Darstar, and welcome to a live reaction to Xbox Gamescom Day 1. This is very last minute, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like me and Akari, we already were planning on reacting to some shit. We are gonna watch Sense to Be a Hero, but then I noticed that Xbox is doing a showcase for Gamescom tonight at the same time we're supposed to be watching. So I figured, why the fuck not? And let's go and watch. Let's react to some games. As you can see over here, this is the current lineup of games that we have. There's definitely going to be some surprises later on. I can already call it. There's no way that all of these is what we're going to be getting. I'd be fucking disappointed if that's what Xbox gives. But we'll see. All right, I'm done.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm already live. Okay. Okay, that's a bit loud for me. The audio too loud for you, or is that fine?
Quite loud.
Is this fine?
A bit lower. Better.
Gotta make sure that it's still a bit, hearable over on my stream. Okay, so out of all of these games that are listed so far, which one of these are you excited to see more of?
Let's see. I will have to give it to Warhammer.
Fair enough. For me, if Atlas was not a marketing god for Persona 4 Revival, I would have said this, but Atlas has been spoiling a lot of us Persona fans with Revival content. Like ever since they announced it in Summer Games Fest, man. Like you'd think with the way that Atlas was marketing the game that they were gonna release it this year. And from the previews that I've gotten from content creators, they all say that the game is already like polished for what it is. So I'm in agony over the fact that this game is releasing next year because it looks so good. But I think that's ultimately for the best. You wouldn't want to release a game early and it just ends up being a buggy mess. Let's say Battlefield 2049.
It's 42, you idiot.
2042, yeah, because I remember EA literally said, "Oh, we're ahead of schedule, so we might as well release the game earlier on," and then the game literally shat itself.
49? Where did 49 come
I forgot. I know it's 2040 something. But yeah, Persona 4 Revival, definitely, this is the game that I want to play out of all of this, but I'm not as excited because I'm already spoiled for marketing. So instead, I'm going to say Tomb Raider. Because this was supposed to release this year, but GTA 6 terrified everybody. And now GTA 6 is being terrified into submission thanks to a fucking crypto scammer.
Yeah, it's because of the leaks, right?
Yeah. What kind of a world we live in that a fucking crypto scammer is the literal herald of the gaming community's beliefs? They are literally All Might right now. It's literally All Might versus All for One. What we're witnessing with CyberLeaks and Rockstar. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah, honestly, okay. I've taken a look at them. You're not. Don't show them on stream.
Don't worry. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah, don't worry. Even I know I'm not stupid. But overall, I'd say that GTA 6, unironically, looks really hype.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna disregard the fact that GTA 6 is going to be a banger of a game, but it's just that Rockstar's practices about it. Oh, it's disgusting. To put it lightly. All right, here we go. 10 seconds, baby.
All right.
What are we opening up with? Okay, rating pending.
Peggy 18 because I'm gonna get pegged.
Wait. Is
It's known as Cathedral City, the metropolis on the Rhine, or simply Köln. But for the next 4 days, a Brit like me would say Cologne is the epicenter of gaming, as hundreds of thousands
okay, it's not
of
a
developers,
trailer. It's just an
publishers,
intro for
artists, and
Gamescom.
fans
Okay.
converge on this bustling German
Yeah.
city for the biggest
Because
gaming
I'm
events
about to
in
get
the
pegged by
world.
them.
And of course, Xbox is at the
I mean, depending on
center
what
of it
they
all.
release,
As
you're
me
probably
and
either gonna
my
get
fellow
pegged or you're gonna be
Overlords catch up
pleasured.
with some of the minds behind the games making headlines and wish lists.
We'll have
Plus,
to
we've
wait
got
and
some
see,
Xbox news
because
coming up
I
that
don't know
you
some
won't
of these
wanna
games.
miss. So,
Gears
keep
of
it
War
here
is
as we
interesting,
bring you
even though
wall-to-wall
I've never
coverage
played Gears of
the
War.
must-play games,
I hear it's like
updates,
one of the
and
OGs of
that
like
franchise coming to a
online
PC,
multiplayer
handheld,
alongside
or Xbox console
Halo,
near you.
Counter-Strike, and Call of
Speaking
Duty.
Xbox consoles,
Yeah, it is, but it's Xbox exclusive, I think.
Yeah, the new game is Xbox exclusive, which oof.
Yeah, I've never touched a Gears of War game ever.
Me too.
Actually,
Okay,
fun
that
fact-
controller looks sick.
Yeah,
Halo
it looks-
campaign evolved.
Oh, Halo.
Not gonna lie, I love that transparent
back
controller.
at the Xbox showcase in June,
I gotta
one
buy-
of the
I
many
really
cool
need to
things
buy
that we
the-
unveiled
one of the
was
OG
Xbox
Halos.
25th anniversary
I mean, it's on
collection
PC,
with a
so
translucent
we
green
can
Xbox
definitely
Series
schedule like
X
a
and
you and me we
Xbox
play
One
campaign.
controller. And this limited
If I
edition
got the-
collection
if I buy the
celebrates
game.
Yeah.
25 years of
Unfortunately for me, I'm basically I already got a
Since then,
schedule
I
of
think it's
what I
fair to
want to
say
buy
that
for the
fans
next
been
2
eager to
months.
learn how
What are
Next
you gonna
month,
buy?
hands on
next
this.
month is going to
Today,
be
we're excited
Trails
to
in the
share more
Sky
and also give you a
Chapter
closer
2.
look at what makes
And
this
then
collection
October is going to be
so
Castlevania
special.
Belmont's
Joining me
Curse.
now
One of the
are
reasons why I'm
Scott
playing
Van Fleet, our
Blasphemous
Xbox
right
Chief
now,
Technology
because
Officer, and Carl
I need to
Ledbetter,
scratch that
Head of Design
Metroidvania
at
itch,
Devices.
as well as
Welcome,
to
guys. Welcome to
familiarize
Gamescom.
yourself with the
Great,
genre.
thank you for having us here, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That way, that way I don't get
Scott, in
called a
particular,
LARPer
welcome to
whenever
Xbox.
I,
He
engage in
just joined us a few
Castlevania.
months
It's
ago
like,
as our first
I'm pretty
ever
sure like
CTO.
most of our
Wanted to break
exposure to
down for us,
Castlevania
what
is
does
from
the
the
CTO
Netflix, and
actually do?
Yeah, well, first,
it's
I've been a
it's
fan of
amazing.
Xbox
The
since day one.
Castlevania
I own the
Netflix
original
is a
console,
fantastic
was an
show,
early
but
beta
it's not
tester
really
of
representative
Xbox Live
of the
in
main
2002,
games. It's more
and
like
spent
a
many hours
you know,
getting kudos inside of
um,
Project Gotham Racing, getting my
a-
butt
a-
kicked,
a
and getting
fan
pwned in,
servicey type,
campaign,
piece
or
of
Combat
art where
Evolved, and
they
playing
get some of
games
the
like
best,
Hunter Reckoning and all other types of
they get some of
games
the
like
most
Morrowind and
memorable
others
moments
that,
of it, and like they
spent countless
mishmash it
hours,
into a weird
playing on this device.
hodgepodge.
So to be
And it just so
here
happens
at
that
the Xbox
Castlevania
is an
Netflix is one of the
incredible
rare
honor
instances
and,
where
an incredible
it
opportunity.
works. Like it
in that
works so
role,
good that the
I'm really
voice
a maker.
actor for
If
Castlevania
you think about it, I
Netflix,
started my career as a software engineer and
the
builder of
voice actor for
devices,
Dracula in the
but
Netflix
really I'm
show
focused on making
is going to be
building great
voicing Dracula
experiences,
in the
for our
newest
players.
Castlevania
So
game, and I
that includes
fucking
building
love it.
hardware,
He had one of the
that
best
Xbox produces,
performances in the
as well as
show.
software that
But the
runs on
fact
our
that he
devices.
gets to,
The developer
showcase that in
ecosystem, the
mainline
platforms
Castlevania
that,
is
developers
mwah,
use to publish their games and
chef's
their
kiss.
technology on our
I
platform.
think
Actual
Really
actual
kind of an
Konami
end-to-end
W,
system,
man.
To help
I
bring
think
value
I
to
think
players.
I was exposed to
Amazing. Yeah, so very much a
Castlevania, but I
connective
think I
kind of
was a
tissue
kid
that
back then. I
helps
think
all
it
the
was a
teams
video
communicate
game.
with each other and just deliver
Really?
great
Which one?
games on great devices.
I
That's right.
can't remember. I might be
And Carl, you've been
mistaking
here
it for
a little bit
another
longer,
game.
right?
Wait,
I've been
what
here a little
if
while,
you
yes.
say that you were
You
playing
come with
that
the
you played a
first
Castlevania game?
Yeah, I
Did
think
you
I
own
my
a
own
Game Boy
anniversary
or a
edition.
Nintendo DS?
I will
Game
say one of the
Boy.
things that,
Then you most definitely
know,
have
having been at
played.
Xbox since the
You've
beginning,
played
like, one of the first
either
products I
Circle
worked
of the
on was,
Moon,
the design
Aria
the
of
controller
Sorrow,
S. And this was in
or
response to the Duke.
the one I forget.
The Duke is
I
awesome.
don't know which-
many of you out
yeah,
there
you've
love
probably
the
played
Duke.
one
It's
of them.
very endearing.
Yeah, I
Big
definitely
hands,
played
it's
one
perfect
of
for me.
them back in the
Bingo.
day
So
because
the
I
first
remember
challenge
that
we had
in
was
one
how do
of
we get
them,
the controller to
if
fit in more
you
hands? So the
constantly
response
get
to that
hit,
was designing
like the more you
controller
get
S.
hit, you're gonna
That's-
get
that's where I started.
I
the
really love the fact that
you're gonna lose
so I
your
remember
clothes before
when,
eventually
there
turning
was
into
more
a
deep dives
skeleton.
on the Series X and S wireless controllers that a
That
lot was
could
made of
be
how much data
Aria,
was captured
but
just
I'm
to make
not
sure
sure.
that
It could be
fit
Circle
even
of the
more
Moon.
hands. So
Right.
the fact
Yeah,
that that's like a
I'm
through
not
thread
sure.
since the beginning
But
of
that is
Xbox really
definitely
cool to
a
see. It's
death
something that's
animation.
continually iterated on.
Unless you're
That's
talking about
awesome.
Symphony of the Night.
Well, before we dive
Because
in,
I
really
know
learn a bit
that,
more about this
because I know that
collection.
Alucard actually
Scott, you got
dies in
something
that.
you
In
wanted to
his
share?
death animation
I do,
involves him
Henry.
turning
I'm
into a
really excited to
skeleton.
share that starting tomorrow, our fans will be able to pre-order.
In
Yeah,
which
I-
case,
I-
you
25th
played it. You
anniversary
played
collection
Symphony on the Night
of our
on
device.
PlayStation.
Amazing.
Yeah, I
Let's
still
go.
can't
All right.
remember. remember.
Very
It's
nice,
been a
very nice.
long time.
Right.
But there's one more.
Bro, I'd be
Well,
so
there's a
jealous
little
if you
bit
just
additional
outright
details
said you
there. In
played
addition to
Symphony of the
pre-order
Night back in the
tomorrow,
day
some of our
on your
most loyal
PlayStation,
fans
man.
would have already received
Because now that
email
I'm
this
like, you
morning
know, in
with
too
early
deep
access
into
to
the
pre-order starting today.
Metroidvania
No,
pipeline,
where's my email?
I
Yeah.
desperately want to play
Okay,
Symphony of the
later,
Night.
later, we'll do that later.
A lot
Yeah.
of the Castlevania games are available on Steam, except except
maybe
for
you're one
Symphony of
lucky
the
ones,
Night.
but if not, check back
The
with us tomorrow and you can,
magnum
get your own
opus
release,
of the
which,
franchise
yeah,
is
it's gonna
not
be great.
available on the most
Is there anything
accessible
else as well,
platform
that's
for video
particularly
games.
exciting about
Make it
the
make sense,
collection for
Konami.
people that are pre-ordering?
Like they gave us
There's one more
Aria of
fact to
Sorrow,
share.
Dawn of Sorrow.
In
They
addition
gave
to
us some of the classic
console
ones from
and
like the Super
controller being
Famicom.
included in the
But
collection,
why? Why
pre-orders will
is
include
Symphony of the
a
Night
copy
not
of Halo
on
Campaign
PC
Evolved
yet?
in the box.
That's bullshit.
Where it all began. I mean, I
Tell
love
me.
Halo. I love the controller too.
Makes sense.
Is
That's
it possible for someone to be able to purchase just the controller on its own?
Absolutely.
They would have, Konami would have, like raked in the big bucks at this point if they released Symphony of the Night on PC. Heck,
Nice. I
they
think
could
I
have
will
done that
actually,
in the
because
lead
I
up to
want
Belmont's
I want a
Curse. Like they could have
second
done
one
it.
to go along with
They
the
should do it
console
this
itself.
month.
Unbelievable.
Now that
Okay.
you know, there's still like
Everybody
a
clear
couple of months
tomorrow,
before Belmont's Curse.
to get your
Would have been the
pre-orders locked
perfect
in.
way
You don't wanna
to
miss it. But
promote
when we talk a
the
bit more
Castlevanias
about this just
by giving us Symphony of the
stunning
Night
hardware. Well done,
months
by the
before
way.
Belmont's Curse.
First, Scott, why don't you tell me a little bit about what the inspirations behind the anniversary collection?
Well, there's a lot that went into
Man,
my
but yeah, I
design
think for now
itself, and
these
actually,
guys are just gonna keep
Carl,
yapping
the
about
team
the
who actually
Xbox
worked on it and
controller.
built it.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Yeah, it's gonna take a
yeah,
while.
So we put a lot of
Yap,
we
yap,
put our
yap.
heart and soul into this design. I mean, going back 25 years, it's a pretty
All
special.
right, while they're
moment.
yapping, I'm gonna
We
go
wanted
get me
to
some.
create a product
I
that
bought
was
some
reflective
on
of
beanie
the
food.
journey
Hold on.
we've been on with players.
I'll be
over the past
AFK
2.5
for a while.
decades. And so we started with the material. So the Xbox, the original Xbox limited edition console was in this exact same translucent green resin. And so we worked with the engineering team, we matched the resin, and we found a way to actually mold it on the console, the Series X25. And we've never done that before.
No
So we're
way.
kind of,
Cool.
building new product muscle with this one.
So it's an exact color match.
It's an exact match.
Wow.
And so we're really proud of being able to do that. There's also a number of Easter eggs on this product. I'm not going to give any of them away.
Come on.
In case you don't hear me, I'll be
That's up
AFK.
for you at home to, once you get this, just explore. You'll find some really special things. But I will say for the people who are at Gamescom
I'm back.
here,
All right, so
we have
the
a
little one is
special
gonna be
display
AFK.
of the Xbox Series X25.
Now I'm gonna be
And on
stuck
that
here
one, you
watching
can
these
see
guys yapping
around the
for
fan
a long
shroud
ass time.
Master Chief's helmet. He's molded in. It's
Helmet.
special.
I brought
Do not
myself.
do this at home.
That's right. That's right. Do not
Take
open
our
the
word
device.
for it.
Yeah,
It's definitely there.
Do not open the device.
Do not open the
You guys can hear that,
device.
right?
For those of you at the show here, you can check it out. We also
Yeah.
did a few
This
other
is
things. And so
Konbini
you'll see on the front of the
tiramisu.
console, it has the,
Or at least
the branding, the Xbox
a
25.
pastry
On the
that is
controller, we also
labeled
have that. We also
tiramisu.
did something that we've
It's
never done before.
a layer of
So I'm gonna turn
chocolate
this on.
topping, and then I think
And you'll
that's
see
the,
that
the bottom or
Xbox
the actual
button,
like
we lit
meat
up the
of the
X shape
dessert.
in green.
Funny, meat of the
So
dessert.
this is a true
I think that's
homage
actual
to
like
the
a
original
tiramisu
branding for the
biscuit.
Xbox. And that's just something that
Yeah, this
every
is
time you turn
not
on the
the
console,
authentic
it's gonna
tiramisu
remind
that
you of where
you
we've
usually
come from
see in
and-
like
and the journey
Italian
we've been on
diners.
together.
But it does taste good.
Can I
You
talk
know,
a little bit
for
about
a
the controller?
konbini
Please
ripoff,
do.
Okay.
I love the taste of it.
Yeah, the
And
team just went
the
all
konbini
out.
that I
So,
bought
you know,
this
we
from
talked earlier
actually
about the
does
controller
like
as
occasionally
design,
sell
how to make it
actual
more
authentic
comfortable.
tiramisu.
Well, that was
But
a
it
lot
doesn't
of
taste as good
inspiration
as
there.
this,
So
not
on
gonna
the
lie.
controller, you'll see the
The
ABXY
authentic
colors are the
tiramisu,
same red, blue, green,
it's more
and yellow.
bitter.
This
one.
It has the branding, the Xbox
Oh, well, I mean, what can I
25.
say? I got a
On the
sweet tooth.
back, I don't know if you can see that.
Please don't kill me,
We have
Linefield
the
man.
original Xbox logo.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's printed on the back. And then for those of you who know,
Why is
you
there
know,
a
the
white
controller
trigger?
S actually had the ABXY.
That's an
but it
insane
had
quote
the,
out of context.
C and
Why
Z buttons.
is
They
the
were
left
white and
button
black, and those
a
later in life on the
colored
Xbox
white?
360 became
It's
the
I
bumpers.
don't know. I'm getting
So what
triggered by
we
it.
do,
Okay, the
we
white
made the
triggers
bumpers
me.
in that same black and white.
Pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
man.
Oh God, Tommy,
Oh, so
chill,
So,
chill,
so
man.
those
You
are some
don't
of the
gotta do
design details
this.
that we did.
Just
We
because you're
actually
bored
did
doesn't mean you
one
should go
thing.
insane, man.
Never
Exercise
before
patient.
done. So
Blasphemous
this
is literally
console,
teaching you that.
Each one
Heck,
will be
Fire Element has
laser
been
etched
teaching you
and
that,
numbered.
man. Be patient.
Unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh my goodness. I can imagine already. People are going to be looking who got the 25.
That's right.
Who got the 117.
The 117.
Yes. That's going to be a real chase for collectors. I love it. Love serialized. And you've absolutely nailed the design. As someone who's been playing from the OG Xbox, I didn't have a translucent
Hear
green
how
one.
hard
I had the
that
black
is,
one.
right?
So this is a nice chance for me to own something that's a piece of gaming history and also just
And that's
looks
the layer
so
of
sick.
chocolate
So
on top of this.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah.
You've really, really done a great job. And if you are at Gamescom, definitely check out the Exploded View.
Super cool.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
kind of intrigued if I could get one like that and then maybe just put it together myself, because I'm a bit of a tinkerer sometimes, but you know, yeah,
Oh.
I'll let you know. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, guys.
Oh, that's
Thank you so much
powdery.
for sharing all those details.
I
about
forgot that there's a lot of
Xbox
chocolate.
Series X25.
There's a lot
and
of
course,
cocoa
the
powder on top of
Xbox,
this.
25th anniversary controller as well. I'm not kidding. Get that reminder in your calendar so you don't miss the pre-order window. But hey,
This shit
maybe
will make
check
you
if you're
cough
one
if
of
you
our most loyal gamers,
take
you
too
got
much
that
of the
early
powder,
access
okay?
email as well. But coming up, the Crazy Taxi World Tour continues.
Oh my
with a
God,
jaunt
Tommie,
through Germany
Tommie,
unlike any other.
relax,
Then we swap
please.
the pickaxe for a
Oh my
sword
gosh.
with an all-new game demo for Minecraft Dungeons 2. But Minecraft Dungeons 2 isn't the only big game coming to Xbox, with Gears of War E-Day, NBA 2K27,
Nobody gives a shit about
Modern
NBA.
Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6 all on the way. Xbox.
Oh,
is
they're actually
truly
revealing
the
Grand
best
Theft Auto
place to play.
6?
But first, you're a raccoon leading.
Holy shit,
Bro,
Bro, this guy said we're gonna get some news about Grand Theft Auto 6
Enjoy.
Now?
later. I was not expecting that. Holy shit.
Probably because of the leaks.
Maybe.
What kind of news are you expecting?
Not necessarily news, but more like a surprise games.
For me, it's a big F you.
You're just they're gonna bring out Cyberleaks and he's gonna say, "Fuck Rockstar." That would be, you know, that would be impressive if Gamescom has the balls to bring him out. Okay, what's gonna be the maximum copium game for you here in Xbox?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm curious to see Modern Warfare 4. It's actually quite interesting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna buy it. Because I took a look at I remember I watched their campaign, and I'm so glad that they're going boots on the ground instead of doing the special forces shit. I know that Price is doing it, but I mean they're still gonna return it to a certain extent.
Dumpster. Okay, I kind of want to play this. Oh, Sega. Crazy Taxi.
Land of enchantment. From the moment you land, you'll be met with breathtaking views, fairy tale vistas, modern amenities, and cities full of historical charm.
Oh my
And
gosh.
there's no better way to
Can we
explore
run
this
over
vibrant
people
land
here?
than by car. Experience historic villages, modern art, delicious sausages, fantasy
That
castles,
sausage looks way too
magical
big for that
holiday
bun.
markets, and
I can relate.
pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical. Naturally, no trip to Germany would be complete.
Honestly, I'd
without
buy
a
this
visit
game,
to
but
the
there's a lot of
German
apparently there's AI assets here.
So, what are you waiting for? Explore Germany.
That's just how it is
today.
gonna be nowadays. Expect a lot of AI in video games.
Fuck, man. 2027.
Welcome to the home of Minecraft Dungeons 2 at Gamescom, right here at the Xbox
First,
booth.
we
It's a
mine,
beautiful scene with
then
the seasons
craft.
changing as fans wait
By the way,
for
did you know that
to get
Minecraft Dungeons
hands-on
actually has like an
demos.
arcade
You can see
game
the booth is
version of
celebrating
it?
a brand new dimension
Oh, yeah,
for
Time
Minecraft
Zone?
Dungeons 2.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
an
announced
arcade version
last
of
week
the first
only
game.
as
And
I've been
apparently
there.
there's like a lot of you can get a lot of cards for the
gameplay,
game that
and
makes
there's no
that helps
hosting a
you
line for
progress
Charlie's
further.
got the controllers
Yeah,
warmed
I
up
did-
and
I
ready
pl-
for
I played a
live
bit of it.
playthrough with 3 of the minds behind the game. Charlie, take it away.
When it premiered back in 2020, Minecraft Dungeons was called the perfect introduction
Why
to
stall
dungeon
there?
crawlers for
Did you-
beginners and a
did you
breezy
have a cough?
adventure for veterans, and a great couch co-op too.
Give her a break.
So here to bring us the next chapter in Minecraft Dungeons, please welcome Minecraft Dungeons 2 creative director Mons Olsen, executive producer Andreas Skoglund, and production director Nathan Rose. It's lovely to have you here, guys. Collectively, how are we doing? Thumbs up?
Doing
Great.
so good.
Thank
Really
you.
good. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Amazing.
There's a
Right,
Rivals
so,
booth.
Mons, I'm gonna
I
come
just
to you
saw it.
first, and I'm
Sure.
gonna ask you
Really?
potentially the most important
Yeah,
question
there.
of the whole day, okay?
Oh,
What kind
how's
of game
Rivals
is Minecraft
right now?
Dungeons 2? And
I
how
don't know.
does it build
I
upon the
just
world of
installed
Minecraft?
it recently.
So Minecraft Dungeons 2
is
I
an
mean,
action
the game is
RPG
in
set
a
the
healthier
world of
state than it's
Minecraft.
ever been. You know,
fight,
the
familiar
the hood
enemies,
is
new
actually like, you know, a
enemies, you
really
collect lots of
fun
treasure,
tank to
and
play.
You can do all of that together. So you play four,
But I
up
still
to four
feel like, you know,
players,
DPS
either
is
couch
very
co-op
oppressive.
Or online play, or just mix the two together.
And co-op's a
Oppressive
huge
as in
element of
an
the
OP
title,
way
right?
or in
Yeah,
a very
amazing. And
bad
we're seeing
nerf
such
way?
amazing footage here that we've seen
They're
already,
still
but
annoying to deal
one of the
with,
things I
and you know,
really wanna
everybody
dive
is still
into,
like, you
because
know,
we have a live
running
event
too
today,
much
very
DPS as
exciting,
opposed
is
to
the
tanks.
character customization,
Oh.
because this has evolved quite a bit since the previous title, right?
It's kind of funny though
So
that
we're seeing the new
Overwatch
inventory
also
here.
released
There's two
another
things that we have
tank
done to it.
in the same
The
time
armor
frame
slot
as
has been
Rivals.
split up into
But
one
you
from
know,
the first
since
game,
Overwatch
into
is in a
two
healthier
slots,
state balance-wise,
helmet,
I feel
chestplate,
more
leggings,
compelled to
boots,
play
Just like
Rivals
Minecraft.
than
Yeah.
Overwatch than
More
Rivals.
loot gubbins.
Alright.
Exactly. More loot.
Anyway, hold
more
on.
ways
I'll
to
be AFK
customize.
again for a bit.
Exactly.
We've added a new
Yeah, sure.
item slot called talismans. And talismans give you
Okay, I'm not
passive
gonna lie though,
bonuses that
Dungeons does
specialize
look like
you
it's
in
a
particular
fun
playstyle. So if
time
you wanna
on the
customize
full
your playstyle,
version.
you equip these. You see that some of these have experience.
I feel like
if you
the
go up to
arcade
one of
version
the
that I
different
played
ones.
in Time Zone
Um,
kind of did it a
They
disservice.
level up with you. So as you play the game,
Okay.
as you invest more time into it, these talismans.
I mean, like, I
upgrade and
know that
become stronger.
arcade versions of
And for
video
example,
games, they
there's the
strip
tasty one,
a
which gives
lot
you,
of the
a
features in
wolf
order to make it
companion
work
that
as
fights
a
alongside
Good, he's
arcade
back. That's
game.
very happy. And you can
But
switch
still.
these in and out to match
For
the
sure.
playstyle,
Could've done
yeah?
better.
I
Yeah.
know that's a huge emphasis for you guys. Is,
Yeah, this
you know,
one
again,
looks
when you go in to
very
choose a
good.
character, you choose the design of the character rather than
Yeah, this
a
looks like it's an
class.
actual,
Exactly.
like a
We have this
Diablo-esque
idea that you are what you wear.
gameplay.
Oh, I
Um,
love that, Mons. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So Nathan is going to go upgrade.
I'm not gonna
some
lie,
of
this
the
looks
blacksmith. Some of these have slightly lower item power. So
I'd
if you
probably,
just wanna bring them
maybe
up,
someday I'll play this
And
game
at
because
the
like
blacksmith,
I
you can
do
also,
have
like,
experience with like some
the gear spawns
other
with random
Diablo-like
effects, so you can
games.
swap
I remember
those out
playing
as you
Torchlight
like.
2
So
like
you can spend this
over a
special
decade
currency
ago.
called the Echo Shards
I remember playing
to
Torchlight
reroll
2
your effects that you
for
have on
hours
your
on
gear to
end by
special
myself.
effects.
It
So
was
you can
such a
still
fun
grind
experience.
for like the legendary style.
Hell, I
like,
even
the
purchased
loot that you want,
Grimdawn.
then you can
I haven't
come back
played
here
it much,
and refine
sadly,
it with
but
this additional currency.
yeah, I
Wonderful,
enjoyed
okay.
Grimdawn.
So what are we going for here?
Path of
What
Exile
option?
is also an interesting one to play for me, but it's
I
more
think,
mo-
we have a build that has a
online
little bit of
focused.
everything set up.
Okay.
The
Your
actual Diablo. Funnily enough, the actual Diablo itself does
so
not
the
interest
melee
me
weapon here
because
is
it's
unique,
fucking
very
Blizzard.
powerful item, that has additional like melee boosts of different kinds.
Also,
You
I
have,
just finished my
a set
auto training
of,
on El Condor Pasa.
feet
Let me
that
see
buff, like
what I
the
got on
companions,
her.
So things
Okay.
like the wolf.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Get some
Fuck!
enchantments?
Raise the spirit
Yes,
stamina!
definitely. So talk us through
Why
the
is it
enchantments,
not
if anyone
here?
who hasn't played the first one,
I got
how
Tail
does
Held
that
High,
work with
Groundwork,
the
and
Minecraft and
Umastan,
Minecraft Dungeons?
which was
So
great
to further
for
specialize
front
your gear,
runners.
you can put enchantments
And if
on
I was
it.
building El Condor Pasa as a
So you
front
collect
runner, I'd
enchantment books out in
absolutely
the
accept
world.
this,
This
but
is,
no, I'm not
a
building her as a
change
front
from
runner.
the
I'm
first
building
game.
her as a fucking
where you
parent.
had enchantments built into your gear.
God
and
dang
now
it.
Instead, you collect these
Ah.
books, and you can apply them as many times as you like to whatever.
God,
gear
if
you
this
like.
gets
So,
like, you know, a 3-star
take
power,
your
I'm gonna be
pick.
so
Okay, I'm
fucking
gonna go with
pissed.
Inner Mines on my main hand weapon.
And what does that do?
If
Weapon
this is
attacks
the Uma that
deploy
gives me,
2
like, you know,
mines and
3-star
thrown in
power,
proximity.
I will
Ooh,
be
that does sound very
beyond
good. Great hand
pissed.
control on that.
And so now, whenever he does jump attacks,
I
also
have to
new
buy
to
a
the
lot
game,
of like
Ooh, okay.
or combo attacks, swing
Killer
multiple
skills.
times,
Ooh, that looks awesome.
then you'll see.
I mean, I
this
probably
thing
shouldn't since
pop up.
I didn't get
And
Racing
as a
Spirit
personal favourite,
stamina
I could
on
also see on
Ondor,
the bar
but
at the bottom
screw it.
the firework arrows are back, right?
They are indeed.
They are my favorite thing. So I played this game obsessively with my family. It,
Alright.
like, it was the first game really that my daughter got into. With a couch co-op, really came to us here. We even gave it.
Show
a
me what you
name.
got,
If
game.
You guys are interested in hearing a little, you know,
Please.
maybe what you can rebrand it. We called it Mini.
Okay, SS rank.
Oh.
Let me know if
Alright.
it
I
sticks
love
in
that.
the office.
No, it's
I
good.
imagine
Okay,
it
it's
does,
1
but yeah,
star
I
stamina.
absolutely-
Okay.
I loved it, and
Should we head out
Yeah.
into the world?
At least it's a, you know, it's a bad
Okay,
parent.
that'd be great.
So we're gonna travel to an outpost in the forest area here, and then
I'll start. I'm gonna choose this guy.
Beautiful. Okay, and me.
Charlie?
Here we go. I'm gonna go for you.
Alright,
Lovely.
back to the
and I'm
drawing
going to
board.
pick a character as well.
Beautiful. And here we go.
Alright, we
Very
actually got,
quickly,
co-op
that
combat
is an
here.
interesting thing. Instead of going on to a specific place, the table, choosing a mission, and moving over, this interconnected world is brand new, right?
Right.
Yeah, this absolutely looks like a Diablo
Andreas,
game.
actually, do you want to talk us through any of the other new
Ish,
elements
kind
that are
of.
coming along?
This is not the the camera of a Diablo game.
Sure. So what we did.
This is like
that we
Diablo
took
if it
the
was couch
original
co-op.
Dungeons 1, and we listened a lot to
It's
the
actually not a bad
community,
thing.
what they loved
Like
about
this.
it, and we smacked the big old layer of freedom on top of it.
Love that.
So we want for Dungeons 2 that players have the freedom to play the game they want to. So Mons talked about, you know, you are what you wear. So depending on how you equip, you can play the game you want to.
Oh, my loot's in the sea. I'll get that later.
Oh.
And also you have
That's
the,
sad.
freedom
That's
to-
BS. Why do you guys even code it like
Our
that?
world is a big interconnected world, so
That's
outside
annoying.
of the core quest line, you can do a lot of things in procedural generated dungeons and whatnot. And lastly, we also want dungeons to be, you have the freedom to play it with your friends the way you want to. So we put a lot of emphasis on building out our co-op feature set.
Absolutely. I mean, you had such a huge community that came along. I'm going to nick that TNT, by the way. From the first game, millions and multi-millions of people played. So
Many,
what was
many
it like
millions.
to build upon that foundation when it came to the sequel?
Well, the beautiful thing about working on a sequel is that you can listen into what the players loved about the original and use that as a guiding star when you build a game. So really, we wanted to tap into all of those things.
Is there one feature in particular that fans were really, really
I
sort
mean,
of wanted the
Mons
most?
mentioned it. We,
Holy shit, that clutter is
Oh,
insane.
Jumping
dear.
is a big one.
I've got you. Someone
But
protect
all
me.
in all, we
Thank
really
you.
want the game to be approachable for new players to the sub Minecraft genre here, but also have a lot of depth to returning players.
We have actually the mini inventory that we could show off.
The
which
mini
is,
inventory.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
So in the
Hold on, what do I
That's
press
nice.
to get that?
the D-pad up
The
button.
D-pad up.
Yeah. So in the first game, you had to inventory management.
You had to
like
take it
one
in
at a time.
turns. Yeah.
And
Oh, that
was,
sounds
some
tedious.
feedback from the community that we really took to heart. Now we have this mini inventory, so everyone can manage the gear at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we would rock, paper, scissors in our house as to who got to go first to look through the loot after a fight. That's
Right.
incredible. I love that.
That's really
And,
good.
we also have this guiding line. If you're ever lost in the world, you can just press
Love that.
the button here. and
Really
you know where to
accessible.
go. Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to. Oh, you're hitting me with
Oh,
TNT.
that was me.
No.
Oh, God.
Well, that's
Oh.
another fan favorite.
It's usually
That's a
Mons move.
big explosion.
And another improvement in this game is if multiple people revive at once, you revive faster. So that
Oh,
was something
amazing.
we were doing there.
That's really cool. I also wanted to ask as well, so I'm looking at what I've got equipped down here. What's this candle?
That's the creeper candle.
The creeper candle.
So, like a creeper, it explodes. So you put it down, and then after a little while, it explodes, and it takes a bunch of enemies with it.
Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to test that up on the next adventure that we have. In fact, I'll tell you what. While I'm waiting for some poor innocent fool to put my creeper candle on, let's talk a little bit more about discovery and exploration and what makes this game as fantastic as it does. What's it like to expand this world even further for fans?
So we just walked past this doorway. We didn't enter it, but that leads to a randomly generated dungeon.
Oh, okay.
And so
Random
you can enter
dungeon.
those to find special
I'm so
currency,
used to
these echo
JRPG
shards that
dungeons
we use for
being
enchanting as well in the
intricately
merchants
made.
town. You can
That
also
I
get
forget that, you know,
currency
a lot
by
of dungeons
defeating
from back in the day
soul-corrupted mobs,
were
which you
RNG.
see up here.
Oh,
Heck,
this
Persona
guy.
3
Yeah,
and
definitely
Persona
dropping a candle
4,
there. Watch out,
the
that's
OG.
big
Tough enemy, but once we get it,
Actually, wait, no!
we should be
Reload
seeing
and Revival
some of the
used
special currency pop up.
generated
How many
dungeons.
Great work.
Why am I shitting on a procedurally generated
so we're
dungeon?
just gonna
My favorite
walk
fucking
up this
franchise
tower,
is gonna be doing that.
and find the
Damn, that's my bad game.
Who's going to be
My bad,
up here?
Atlas.
let's see.
Okay, all right then. Nathan, I wanted to ask you about the evolved co-op.
Okay, low-key, I'm
experience
actually
from- we
invested
spoke
in this
about it a little
gameplay
bit,
now.
obviously we can see it on display here, but we mentioned it at the top.
Game
Co-op
genuinely
is
does
such
look
an
fun,
integral
but, you
experience
know,
to Minecraft Dungeons 2. Can you speak
it's
a
a
little
bit
more
too
about what
much.
that's like to bring it
There's kind of a
together
lot
and
of
what it
visual
means to
clutter
the
here,
title?
Yeah, absolutely. A big change that was made between Dungeons
which
and
says a
Dungeons
lot
2,
considering I
around
played
couch co-op
Rivals,
is
so
the
you
ability
know
to
that game is nothing
join
but visual clutter.
a
But
online multiplayer
here,
game
like when
within
there's a
couch
lot of
co-op
mobs, it's
group. So say if
definitely
you're at
hard
home playing with
to,
your
you know,
family and you have an
look
open
at who's
spot
who.
for another
Oh!
player, you can matchmake and
Okay, I
grab
thought that
another
guy
player
died.
to join your couch co-op.
Oh, wonderful.
Bro, if there's a
Big
hardcore
change that
mode
was
for this
really
game,
necessary and something that
there
fans
has to be
been asking for.
permadeath.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like if somebody just got
Kill
chucked
them
off the
idiots.
freaking map,
All
they
right.
die.
Oh, this looks like what? Oh,
They die
the
until
weather's
they
not
enter
good
a new
either.
area.
No.
Is this a boss
Oh
already?
dear.
Well, I think we have one of those infamous demo bugs here, but
Oh, no.
it's supposed to be a
Demo
big
bugs.
boss fight.
Oof,
And you told me
no.
from it, that's fine. I will
Yeah.
have to wait and see it when it comes out.
Nathan, do you want to take us to the forest and we can play some of the forest there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to get to the forest, the map, the world, how it all connects together while we're setting that up, please, Mons.
Oh
It's
my God.
Stunning, by the way.
Yeah, so we have this lovely map.
That looks fantastic.
There
I
is
agree with her.
things to do all over it. As you can see, there's like little indicators of side quests.
Okay. In fact, actually, I think
I actually do want to play this game
we
now.
can't see it here, but everyone, there we go. We do have a clip. We had a little
nice.
practice on the boss fight, so actually we
There
can
he
just
is.
talk
Let's
over
look
the
Oh, this
footage
is pre-recorded
and
now.
How good I am. I don't think. Yeah. So talk us through. Who are we seeing here?
Right, so this is the Copper Monstrosity. It's a really big boss fight that you encounter as part of the story. You're looking for somebody else, somebody called the Supreme Evoker.
Okay.
But actually, as you get here, you instead encounter this giant monstrosity to fight.
Beautiful. Wow.
And it's actually quite a challenging fight. This video is making it look easy.
Because we're so good, right?
Yeah, you're so good,
That
definitely.
takes a beating.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great fight. It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And I felt like
Honestly,
everyone
I feel like
missing
if they
out
really
because
wanted to
great
sell this
call-outs
game,
while everyone looking
play
at
the
each other.
fucking
I
game
really
in the
see
hardest
those things. So
difficulty
again,
and
the
just,
co-op
you know,
comes perfectly into
go
that.
sicko mode.
So, do we want to touch on where we've landed here? So back into the regular, or are we gonna? Let's have a look at where this goes. Actually, this was really interesting when we.
I think
when
it's
we
an
looked at
interesting
this.
cutscene too.
Yeah, talk to us about what we're about to see then.
Right, so this is right after the fight. And we're seeing some of that quirky Minecraft humor in this
Ooh,
game.
Yes,
cutscene.
love that. I'm so glad you've kept that in.
Yeah, we're picking up a note block, which is important to the story. We'll go into more details on that later, but
Okay.
as you can see, it's that easy to just.
Laughing at him in the background.
Is there any symbolism
Wait,
with the
wait,
music
wait.
box?
Aren't those the
there
guys
is.
from Minecraft
Yeah,
Story Mode?
so we'll get into it.
They look
Okay.
like the
All right,
characters
then,
from
well, on
Minecraft
that
Story
note,
Mode.
Talking of a future date, Minecraft
I forgot their names, but I
is
do
launched next
I do
month.
recognize
Not
their
that far off,
faces.
guys. I hope we're all excited. Are there any last thoughts you want
Probably
to share with
coincidence,
players
but
before we wrap up?
They they
saying,
look like
we're only
the
1
legendary
month out,
heroes.
I think this is a brilliant time to also pre-order our game, because it comes with a lot of really nice, you know, items you get with pre-order. I mean, look at this cape.
Cape is beautiful.
Look at the
Look
chicken.
at the chicken.
Yeah.
That's the Soul Chicken Pet.
Oh, I love them. Oh, so
Nuclear
sweet.
chicken.
So this comes as part of the pre-order bonus, as you
Yes.
say. Yeah.
So pre-order now, get these things, and we'll see you all in a month.
I'll
Yeah.
meet you in the interconnected
Excellent.
world. I'll be jumping in all your lobbies.
Too bad,
Well,
I'm gonna be
thank you
focused
so
on
much for
Trails in
joining
the
us today,
Sky.
guys. This was absolutely fantastic. Good luck for the rest of Gamescom as well. And yeah, thanks again for walking us through this demo experience. But coming up, it's the day that changed everything. The most important event in all of Gears of War lore, and we're not
Oh,
just
Gears of War
talking about
E-Day.
the long-awaited reunion of Marcus and Dom. We've got the latest on the campaign and what Gears fans should look out for when Gears of War E-Day drops later this year. But first, let's keep the party going with another world premiere.
Oh, world premiere.
Know you what it is to behold the world's ending?
What is this game? Okay, this looks good. Looks like another Diablo-like.
Know the hour, the blood, the flame? I do.
Odin is waiting in Asgard.
Oh, Norse? Okay.
You shall be my final wager. To save the 9 realms.
Dang.
Wield the powers of the gods.
Oh wait, this looks like it's supposed to be based off of Hades. Because Hades is Greek, and this one is Norse.
The defenders of... Huh? Oh, it's hard to do it alone? Then rise in Valhalla. Gather your brethren and fight together.
Okay, this does not look like it's inspired by Hades, but it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar. Hey, Hades does not have multiplayer. This game does.
You'll never bet against the gods.
Why does Soul look like that? She looks like a crack addict. Chosen by Odin.
Well, it's a big year for Xbox, and we've got a lot going on here at Gamescom. We're celebrating 25 years of gaming, which is apt as we've got 25 games on the show floor here and more than 40 games in this show for all of you at home to enjoy. We've got hands-on gameplay and looks at some of the most iconic franchises in entertainment. And here with me today is Xbox's expert on the next generation of new tech. Now, I think I prefer him by his other title, Master of Beards. none other than James
Damn, that is a
Donald
beard.
himself. Welcome,
A
James.
masterful
How are
beard.
you?
I'm great, and I'm so excited to be here at Gamescom. Thank you so much for having me.
No, of course. You've been to quite a few now. Is this number 10, right, for you?
Yeah, you know, I love coming to Europe, and, you know, not only is it Europe, but Germany is so important to everything that we do. And so, it's, as you said, it's a really exciting year here for Gamescom, and we have so much going on. You know, last night at Opening Night Live, we showed a new set of footage for Gears of War, which I'm super excited to play in October. You know, we
There's Gears of
announced
War.
our partnership with CD Projekt Red to bring The Witcher 3 to Battle.net. But ultimately, for me, the thing that makes Gamescom so special is just the fans and the community. You know, this is what
Games
has made
consoles
Xbox
were special because
and
of
just to be here in
discs.
Germany to celebrate
Okay,
the community
we could buy
and all of
discs
these
and we could
great
just slide
creators
into the
is just such a
console,
great
and we
time to be
own
at
that
Xbox.
shit. Okay.
So right. We've got a lot to celebrate tonight at
We didn't have
FanFest as
to
well. Looking
rent
forward to
a
that.
fucking
Exactly. You know,
license.
FanFest is one of my favorite things to do. It started here in Cologne, and it's just going to be great to spend time with the fans tonight.
100%. Can't wait. Now, speaking of the fans and also the community, there's a lot of players that take obviously great pride in their gaming collection, especially here in Europe. We know that Xbox players have stacks of physical games. I like to organize mine alphabetically and have a couple of collector's edition Doom Slayer and Master Chief looking down, guarding all my precious loot.
Yep.
But there has been a lot of conversation lately around ownership and also rights to the games that you buy.
Oh, they actually bring it out.
Well,
Yeah, very similar to you. Like, I have a large physical collection. I have my own collector statues.
Heck yeah.
So today we're announcing we're bringing a new feature to bring all of the benefits and the flexibility of digital to players who have physical games. Because players have built their libraries of games with Xbox over the last 25 years. Many players, some have bought physical discs, some have bought their games digitally, and many of these games work across multiple generations. And even as technology changes and formats change, your library shouldn't. You know, we have so many special memories tied into our libraries, you know, the moments you've played with your friends, and we want to be able to bring those forward. And that's really about our commitment to game preservation.
I mean, that sounds great. I really love the idea of your libraries moving forward with us, but can you maybe walk me through it a little bit? So again, I've got a physical game copy on my shelf at home. What do I actually do with it?
Yeah, it's really, really simple. So most Xbox One and Xbox Series X titles support this. So all you have to do is just put the disc into your console. You'll be prompted to redeem a digital license.
I'm
and that
back.
digital
Who
license
is
will
this
be
guy?
tied to your account.
They're talking
And so
about
now
Xbox
you
and
get all of the
owning your
benefits of
games
digital.
physically on
So
disc.
you don't have to put the disc into your
He's got
console
quite
to
the
play
beard. I like
game.
it.
If the game supports
He's called
Xbox
the
Play
Master of
Anywhere,
Beards.
You can easily play it across multiple screens.
He
And you
reminds
can
me
even
of
do things like cloud streaming, which you never
what's
were
his
able
name?
to do previously from a physical disc.
Wow, I mean, that sounds
What's
sick
his name?
and also really straightforward. You mentioned just then about supported titles.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Can't
so
remember.
we're launching with
Damn.
support for thousands of games.
You don't remember.
And we'll add more over time.
How the hell did I not
and this
remember?
is part of why we're launching it with the Xbox Insider, so that we can start collecting
Looks like a
feedback.
Viking.
And you'll see improvements over
he's got the
time.
face of,
But this is really just
something
when you
out
think about
Shaolin Soccer.
working with thousands of games across 25 years
I was
of
not
Xbox,
expecting you to say
very
Shaolin
similar to how
Soccer.
we did,
I was expecting
about
you to
the
say
original Xbox
the
games
average
for
look of a
PC.
McDonald's
We're
employee.
just really focused on giving
Nah,
you
there's
more
no way they look
flexibility
like
and
that.
giving you more ways to play.
I mean,
the
Master
games
Beard,
that
he
you've
absolutely
you've
would
bought
like
with
somebody
Xbox
that
over many
it's
years.
like managing a
Awesome.
McDonald's.
Sounds like a lot of ways to play. And with this new feature, nothing's being taken away here, right?
No, not at all. Your physical discs continue to work as they always have. You can display them with your collector's editions and just celebrate your collection. And it's really about adding more flexibility and providing more choice for you as a player.
I mean, I love that. You mentioned having a collection that spans loads of years. I know for sure I've got a game or quite a few that I would never ever want to get rid of. And as we approach Xbox's 25th anniversary, what are you hoping that players take away from this?
Yeah, for 25 years, players have invested in Xbox, and the players have really been what have made Xbox special. And so we're really focused on how do we honor that as we think about the next 25 years of Xbox. And so we just really view this as another step in making sure that your library is protected. It can move forward with you as technologies and formats
What are you eating?
change. And we're going to continue to invest in game preservation and adding new
Store-bought
capabilities
tiramisu.
just to make sure that your library continues
What?
to get better as technology
Convenience
Oh my
store
God, sounds
tiramisu.
awesome and also very
Oh,
exciting as well. Well, Jason, thank
tiramisu.
you so much for joining us
I
and
had-
sharing that with
I have
us today.
McDonald's.
And for Xbox Insiders, this feature begins rolling out next
Yeah,
week on
I'm primarily having some
21st,
desserts.
with more details available on Xbox Wire. Coming up, it's the first emergence of the Horde as we catch up on the latest from Gears of War E-Day with the team from the Coalition.
Gears of War.
But first, it's time to sharpen your swords and brush up on your knowledge of ancient China. Where Wins Me, an open-world action RPG, is sporting a new expansion, sure to delight fans everywhere. So take a look.
This is that Chinese game that's that made the rounds a couple months ago.
Which one?
This game, Where Winds Meet.
Never heard of this.
The reason why this game is popular, from what I've heard, is that this is the first video game that properly uses generative AI.
You mean it's full on AI?
No. It has proper implementation of AI.
Like what?
I forgot the specifics, but apparently you can actively influence quest lines by just talking to NPCs.
You ambushed us. We were outnumbered.
As in, you yourself, you the player, talk through the microphone to the NPC, and you convince them to, you know, do whatever you want.
Oh shit! That means I could tell them.
Don't you dare! I know what you're gonna say. Don't you dare!
Which one?
Nah. Well, I'm live, motherfucker.
Oh, you know.
Kill you myself.
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this, what a tragic waste.
That is some nice dubbing.
Of poor Han's sacrifice.
Look at the lip sync.
To be fair, the lip syncing is made for Chinese language.
Fair enough, but still, the lip sync is a bit off. I don't know, not off, very off.
Whoa. Well, that shit looks unfair if you're not prepared for those projectiles.
Well, this shit reminds me of Genshin Impact.
I mean, it is a Chinese developer, so there's a bit of a... Oh, what the hell? Oh! Oh, that's sick! I thought he was cooked. Okay, so this looks like a Souls-like in terms of gameplay. Oh, bro whiffed that charge so badly.
Is this guy a noob?
To be fair, the gameplay is captured by people that are, you know, just showcasing the game and not actual gamers. That's kind of offensive because, like, you know, the people that develop games are gamers. You know, people that aren't cracked at games.
Oh, so it's played by a noob.
It's played by somebody behind the scenes. Let's be fair, okay? This is not a fucking this is not this is not Bob from IGN playing the game, okay?
All right, fine. But this is such a high level skill issue. Oh.
I'm getting Ishin. It's reminding me of Ishin from Sekiro.
Reminds you of Genshin again.
There is no way Genshin has boss fights like this.
Yeah, not really. But I've had a bit of fair share.
Actually, I scratched that. This guy reminds me of Genichiro from Genichiro instead of Ishin. Yeah, that looks like the Makiri counter. Oh, bullshit. Don't tell me she's gonna do a judgment cut end. Okay, I thought she was gonna rip off Virgil. Everybody rips off Virgil these days.
Hey, Virgil, even the plastic chair?
Not the plastic chair. I feel like it's a missed opportunity for this boss fight to utilize those towers as like part of the actual mechanics. Like you can just parkour and destroy the freaking pillars during the boss fight. I mean, I know that would be a bitch to code, but man, that's the downsides of being an online multiplayer game. If this was
That's
single
disruptive.
player, yeah, if this was single player, they'd go even wilder. How the fuck did you survive that?
The Skyward City is moving. Artificers, what do you want?
Huh?
I see now.
Also, I just realized now,
Rat played me.
this is a piece of Chinese media with an actual female bad guy.
Not really.
Bro, this
Unless-
chick is looks genuinely evil.
Do gotchas not count to you?
Chinese gotchas. Like anything Chinese, like usually they don't do full-on evil female characters.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Like
They usually subvert it, but from this gameplay footage alone, that looks like an honest-to-god evil son of a bitch. Or more appropriately, that's an evil bitch.
fair enough. Over 100 million.
Coming to
Gears of
September,
War
okay.
fans have been eagerly anticipating Gears of War E-Day
Honestly,
since it was announced in 2024. And here to chat a little bit about everything they've got going on at Gamescom this week.
Feels
from
a
the
bit of
coalition,
a
please
nothing
welcome
burger
Studio
to me.
Creative Director
Where wins
Matt
me?
Cersei and Studio
Yeah.
Art Director
Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with the actual combat. Like I've already mentioned, you know, being a missed potential on utilizing the actual towers in that in one of her boss phases.
Can you tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about
but
that?
to me, I feel.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
story
but for me,
trailer,
the
obviously,
the
when we
fighting
craft
felt
trailers, it's a bit of a love letter to
under
the game, to the
something.
fans. And with that story trailer, we
It
really
felt
wanted to show
too
off some of the
frenetic
elements from
for
the
no
campaign we
reason.
haven't been able to share yet.
Generic.
Obviously, Vrak at the beginning.
I can see that they're trying to capture the essence of Sekiro combat, but what makes Sekiro combat amazing is that you don't need to hack away at the boss to beat it. You just need to be patient and just parry every single attack until you find the perfect opening. Like it's an option to just hack away at your health, but it's a much more rewarding rewarding experience if you actually flex on these motherfuckers. Oh god.
So all that
Why?
happened during the Lambert War.
Did you not see? He was the
season,
poor soldier was getting his face
he
poured
has,
by something
kind of a private
hot.
army that follows him
Ew.
around
It looks
called
like
the Scorched
acid.
Legion.
Yep.
So they're into
The forbidden waterboarding
there's lots of
technique.
really dark, kind of nasty stuff that they do to themselves and to
Advanced
the citizens of
waterboarding
Sarah.
technique.
And I think overall,
Fireboarding.
he's like the personification of the brutality and the
Lava.
actions that they do. They just want to kill everything
Yeah.
they see.
Magma
I mean-
including
boarding.
the squad.
Yeah,
Want to know what's
honestly, when he was just pouring
another
that
boarding?
emulsion over people, I'm just there like
Skateboarding?
That's horrible.
No.
But also, they said
Gold
the weaponry and stuff
boarding.
that comes from that squad looks so fun to use.
A crown
Uh,
fit for a king.
Now, campaign is
What?
a huge focus here.
A crown
at
fit for a
Gamescom.
king.
We've got it on the booth over here. Can you tell us a little bit about
Okay,
what
I
people are going to
I
be
can
able to
see
play
what you were
when
going
they
for,
come
but
down?
Yeah, for sure.
you
So
didn't
we have,
you didn't stick the landing on that
a little
one.
bit
Not gonna
of
lie.
our beginning of
I
Act 2,
was
so it kind of
speaking of
starts
Game
the
of
morning
Thrones
after
reference.
E-Day. The squad has just come together, armored up.
Well, too bad.
and
I
they
don't
get
watch
sent
Game
on
of
their first
Thrones.
mission. So we get to play a
because
bit of
like,
that.
one of the
It's
death
got this
scenes was
classical
like
kind of gears. You're
a
supporting another
guy
squad,
gets
going toe-to-toe with the
mel-
Locust. And it's actually a subsection of the campaign preview
melted
that we
gold
just
poured on his
got
head.
to see get released online a bunch of video and
Yeah,
press
yeah.
coverage of that came out, which is a little bit
And when
larger.
his
That goes a little
and
bit
when his
past what
head
we've got on the show
falls
floor,
to the
but
ground,
everybody
it
here
makes
gets
a
to get their hands on
ting.
it. They get to hang out with the squad and some fun new characters.
I
did a
can
lot of fun
imagine
this
that. Yeah.
morning watching people like Shadows and Hollow who were playing earlier. I was
Alright, so
like,
this is
it-
Game of
it looks
Gears of
so,
War.
so good. But
It's
also
a
in the background of this
prequel
mission,
apparently,
we can
because like
see
this
a
is
lot of
this
the
takes
kind of
place when
details
one
of
of
the city of,
the
Kelowna. Can you tell us
the
a bit
OG
about
characters
what
is still
people are gonna
alive.
be able to see around
Yeah.
the world to kind of really help
That's what I
build
heard.
that environment?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
so
even
for the
in
first
a
time ever,
different
you're playing
planet,
a Gears game in a city
they're
that is
still
alive.
using
You know, every other
wheeled
game has been
trucks.
destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. So that
I mean, hey,
provides
Black Ops 2
some
predicted
really
that
interesting
we'd have
challenges.
holograms and like
we really
X-ray
need to think about what was
monitors,
happening in the
and
place
you know
when
we're
this
already
event happened,
2026,
and
and
life just
it
got
doesn't feel like we've
suspended,
advanced that
in
much
one
in
shot.
technology.
So I think
We
fans,
did
when they
advance
play
in
the
the,
game,
for
they're
the
gonna
wrong
be able
reasons.
to, there's lots
Yep.
of storytelling, from something simple as a piece of paper on the ground, what's written on it, to what's
Oh, I got through the container for my tiramisu.
out of the ground, to
All
more
right.
complex set pieces where there's a bunch of dead bodies. And
Okay,
maybe
so
they got
this one
dragged
seems to
somewhere.
have a
So, I
Space
think,
Marine 2
it does pay to
vibe,
slow down just a little bit, while
especially
you're playing the game, and look around
with the
and
third
just
person
really
and
take in
stuff.
all the detail that we've really loved putting into the game.
You can also see in shots like that where you get glimpses of this whole city, which we built. We built the whole city, which is really cool. And there's this battle going on everywhere, right? So you see helicopters go by, you crisscross with other squads, which is what's happening in this mission. Just this kind of vibe that there's always a battle sort of raging across the city, and you're just weaving your way through it.
Yeah.
I think also one of the
Back.
things you have touched on, and
Oh,
you'll see this throughout
doors.
the gameplay you're
Oh.
watching, it's like the destructible environment. It looks incredible.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Gears has always had destructible cover in it. We've taken it to a few different steps here. You know, you see some larger buildings come down at definite.
Crap,
at
I thought he was gonna
different moments in the
die.
game, just to make you constantly realize that not only is the immediate area around you.
If he died there,
uh,
that'd be
you
so
know,
embarrassing.
having a battle in it, but the entire
Embarrassing.
city, whether it's a block away, you can hear gunfire.
Oh my
you see a building
goodness.
Come down. You see a little block of a street go down. It's all happening live as you play the game.
Now, everything we're watching right now is single player, but Gears fans always want to know about co-op.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Hey, yeah, of course. So co-op is near and dear to our hearts. I think it's one of the unique things that Gears has sort of woven into every part of it. You know, our story is about squads overcoming overcoming the odds together. We've got modes like Horde Siege that are about multiple squads of 4 coming together. Of course, we've got PvP, which is 4v4. So campaigns.
I see that they're using 1970 style cars.
All 4 players in the squad are playable, all 4 characters. And I think it's one of those games that it plays great on its own, but it just sort of comes to life when you're there with a friend, you know, your ride or die buddy, like
Damn.
Marcus and Dom. A lot of our mechanics sort of come to life a little bit more in terms of our enemies, obviously TB&O and a bunch of other stuff.
Dang,
It's great
dang.
experience.
You
Okay.
see it a few times, like if you get downs, like Dom
There's
trying
actual
to save
excuse-
you and stuff like that.
Is that a
different kinds
fucking
of them, right? We have
blade on the
Russian enemy
grip?
that'll beat
Damn.
you, and he'll be on top of you, so your buddy can come and stab him in the
That's
neck. Or if you're
stupid,
playing
I
with
love
someone,
it.
they can shoot you from far away.
From what I
There's
heard,
all
Gears
sorts
of War can
examples
be over the
like that.
top
Yeah,
with their
I'm so
attachments.
excited, like, to hop
Yeah, I
on with the rest of the
remember
Xbox team
the
and
most
just
famous
walk
attachment
around
on
and
this game is a
flying our way
fucking
through. It's gonna be a
chainsaw.
lot of fun. But one of the other things in
Yeah,
I
back
really
then it
like
was
about Gears
steps
is there are
ahead.
multiple
Now
ways
it's just
you
the
can approach
norm.
Scenarios like this,
Especially
is a bit
with
more of a linear
COD.
mission that you've said in the past.
Yeah, COD's an
but
imitation.
What ways are people going to be
Yeah,
able
but
to approach
I heard
different,
that
like,
they're
situations they're
that
gonna
Modern
come
Warfare
across?
4 will have
So this
underbarrel
is
rocket
definitely
launchers.
a little bit more of a linear mission, but even within this mission on this bridge, you know, we've
I
added a bunch
think
of
that's the
verticality to
Apex
the game.
attachments that I've been
It
hearing
opens
about.
new flanking routes. You can
Yes,
climb up
it
cars and
is.
trucks. And then this mission specifically, at the beginning of Act 2, is sort of leads into this other part of Act 2 on the other side of the stadium that you catch a glimpse of in our campaign preview, where the world opens up a little bit. We give you access to like multiple city blocks. There's a bunch of battles, like I said, going on different corners. You're always on your main objective. And we also add some new mechanics to the campaign. So we have our weapon mod system that people got to see in Horde Siege, and that actually gets introduced as you play through the campaign. You get to find new mods and craft your own weapons and really invest in the gameplay sandbox.
Yeah, now this is actually something I got really excited about when I was like watching through the gameplay earlier as well, is what kind of mods are people going to be able to get their hands on, and how is that going to impact like the weapons that they're using?
Well, it's a variety of mods, and some of them do little tweaks to the weapons. You know, they change the clip size or your range, so you can just tweak it to your preference. But some of them are like full-on attachments, like you can take a Nasher and slap a bayonet on it.
Yeah, so it's been really fun exploring. You know, when you use an attachment, some of them have visual representations on the gun, some of them don't, but you end up seeing people with different attachments. The guns can take a little bit more personality, and you start to understand how people like to play and what they like to do with their guns.
Yeah, I also like it goes for the gear as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how are people going to be able to like find those like kind of mods to like upgrade their equipment?
Damn, he got rushed.
Open sections really sort of come to life. There's a variety of ways you can
Damn,
get it.
okay.
It pays to explore this game. You know, Arian was talking about there's a ton of environmental storytelling, but we've also hidden stuff around the world, collectibles, mods. We also have side objectives in some of our campaign missions where you can stop to help somebody optionally, another set of gears, some people that are trapped, and you get rewards for those as well. So it's really up to you. If you want to mainline it and do the main objectives, that's cool. You'll find some mods. If you want to fully explore the game, you'll find even more narrative tidbits.
I'm really excited for that because you can just spend that extra time discovering the world if you want to.
There's good surprises.
Oh, that's a big
I'm looking forward to
motherfucker.
it. Now we've just had our first look at the Boomer, and that is
Boomer.
than people may be used to.
Yeah, he's massive.
This ain't Left 4
There's actually
Dead.
a Boomer on the show floor
He's
here
right
that
over
people,
there.
Roly
people are taking
poly.
pictures with, and you stand next to him. So in the game,
Whoa,
the Boomer's
one
9 feet tall.
ugly motherfucker.
This is quite a bit bigger than the Boomer's traditionally been in Gears. This goes back to this idea where we wanted to take the things people remember and amplify them a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
and
there's
then it also
another one
introduces
behind.
fun ways
Oh my
to
goodness.
enter the
I thought that was a
battlefield,
direct
where you can
impact.
see breaks through this big truck, this tanker trailer that causes a bunch of fire and explosion, but he also doesn't fit through doorways.
I really,
So
I
if he's
really, I
coming through a
really
traditional
like
door, he has
how
to bust his
Gears
way
of
through.
War's
So that just
aesthetic
makes it a little more exciting
is
when
being
he
a
makes an
mix of
entrance.
both
Yeah, you'd be
sci-fi
like, oh,
and
I'm fine. He's
1960s
not
or
fair, you can't get
70s.
through
Like,
here
look at their
and
cars.
Exactly.
Too late, man. Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah, I can
also,
definitely tell.
I've
Yeah,
got to say
you-
his weapon as well, because we all know the boom shot.
That's a
right?
first.
This is
Well, not really a first, but it's a
big.
very,
It's a bigger boom shot. Yeah,
very
wanna-
unique.
Like the Locust, when we
Because
were going
normally when
back
it
and
comes to
looking at
sci-fi, you think
revisiting
of the
old
80s or
weapons, we always
90s or
wanted to see if
something.
there was something else we could do.
Or maybe something
So,
like
you know, we've
Halo.
got, like, the prototype
Or, you know,
Lancer,
maybe
we've
the
got a heavy
50s as
boom
depicted
shot.
during the 40s or
means you're really
50s.
committing to carrying a rocket
Yeah.
launcher around instead of just something in your back.
You know, the
It's
freaking
also
alien
opened up opportunities
spaceships
for
being
us to
flying
add new weapons, like the
saucers,
gut
the ray
puncher,
guns and
the-
shit.
The cog grenade launcher.
Yep.
It's like a little more skill use than the boom shot. You can time where your grenades go. So everything kind of found a new place. And we got to make some cool variations of weapons people have seen before.
I love the breach shot as well. I think that's like
Fan favorite.
Yeah.
So my
It's-
favorite.
Oh,
it's
God.
such a
Super
fun-
satisfying.
Bro, those
the active
ordinances
reload
must be
popping up on
very
screen
weak
there.
if
I just wanted to
that's
go through a
the
couple
if that's
things.
the
There's two
entire
features, right? One, it's in a
effect that
different
it's
place than
dealing
fans
to
may know, but also
the human soldiers.
bullets are appearing a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we put the active reload down in the center screen. We found through our testing that, you know, for a lot of people, some returning fans, especially new fans, they just use it way more. If you're an old fan and you like it up and where it was, and that's your muscle memory, 100%, there's a setting for that. But for some guns, we also have this per shell reload mechanic, like on the breach shot, the Nasher. It's really cool because you can still get your active if you go all the way and you wait for it. But if you need that extra shot to get out of a clutch situation, there's
Oh.
a wrench in your face, or in PvP, a person right up on you, you can pop a load right into them.
Damn!
Come at you.
Yeah, so it's just like a nice way you can kind of change based on the scenario you find yourself
Exactly,
in.
yeah.
And talking about scenarios you find yourself in, as we've been going through this level, you've kind of been walking into areas and there are like tons of kind of clues about things we may have missed or have happened in those areas before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the main things that we try to impart is the brutality of this day. Emergence Day, 2/3 of the planet gets wiped out in one night. So if you kind of pay attention to the corpses a little bit, you'll see little storytelling things. The blood trails sometimes give you a glimpse of what has happened, the pose they're in. So there's a lot hidden in there to check out.
No, I honestly, I'm so excited. A big thank you as well for you guys coming and joining us and
Thank
taking
you,
us through
absolutely.
Gears of War E-Day. What's one thing that you're most excited for fans, right, to see with Gears of War E-Day?
Well, you know, we shared a little bit each time here. I'm really excited for people to experience this story. I think This is one of the a great Gears story. Hits all the classic vibes and some great new characters and some really emotional Gears moments tied in with all the brutality. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you both for coming and joining us. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And now we are going to head over to Henry for more on Gears of War E-Day, the Gears of War E-Day experience that people have access to here on the Xbox booth.
Well, welcome to the Gears of War E-Day here at Gamescom, where I've actually got artist Luke Priest with me to discuss the incredible eye candy.
Oh, those guitars look sick.
Thanks so much for joining us, Luke.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my god, bro, look, that custom controller is even better. What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's a pretty special way to kick things off then.
Yeah, definitely.
That a fucking skull with the Xbox logo on top of it.
Yeah, so I'm an illustrator.
Camera guy, can you zoom that? Can you zoom in? Enhance image, please. I want to see that.
All things Gears of War. Obviously, more recently, E-Day. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
And this project in particular is pretty special. So
yes.
Let's talk a bit about that, because I can see that we've also got Gibson involved.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. Talk to us a bit about this partnership.
Yeah, so we partnered with Gibson Guitars. They're amazing people at Gibson. And they sent us these guitars. Well, they turned up and they were from the factory, so they didn't have the art on, and then my job was to paint this artwork onto the guitars. So.
And if you don't know at home, these are particularly tasty guitars that Gibson have sent you, because we've got the SG over here, the Les Paul. These are iconic guitar silhouettes.
Very iconic, yeah.
Amazing. Can you tell us a bit then about the design? So what inspired you to really lay down this artwork on top of these guitars?
So what we wanted to do, we wanted to tap into the pillars in Gears, so the core pillars. So obviously with the Marcus guitar, we tapped into brutality. So that's feels quite violent and kind of visceral and almost very kind of, we tried to kind of cater it to the shape of the guitar as well. So you can see the blood splatter kind of flows across the guitar, and you've got the kind of spinning
that saw blade just fits right in.
And the cog, obviously, which ties it to Gears, and then we've got the skull, which is kind of shattered, so that adds that kind of violent, brutal feel.
And
then obviously moving over to the SG, we've got this is leaning into Dom, so this is tapping into the kind of pathos pillar.
Okay.
Which is sort of more kind of sad vibes and. So it's just and then we've got the angel wings, which is the nod to kind of the kind of Maria tattoo, and then that kind of flows to the shape of the SG.
Yeah, it really fits and forms into the horns there, which is such a nice detail. I mean, how long was this project end to end?
Each guitar probably took about 40 hours from start to finish, so everything's obviously hand painted.
40 hours?
In my studio at home.
Really? I thought it would take much longer to build a guitar.
It's such an honor to work on this stuff. Gibson, super iconic. I play guitar
Oh, cool,
myself.
but hey, how you doing? Me and my friend are reacting
I do a lot
to
of work in the
Gamescom right
music
now.
industry as well anyway,
We're
so,
trying to see if
it
there's going to
ties
be
in
any
really
surprises
nicely
here.
with that, so.
That's amazing.
All I know is that
But
GTA
beyond
6 is
the
going to be
guitars
announced or
themselves,
something.
We'll get to
Yeah, they're going to
the,
be doing some
I do wanna tell
extended
people,
looks
it's not
for
just for show,
GTA 6.
because you can actually
I wonder if they're going to address the elephant in the
one of these
room.
amazing guitars if you head over to the Gibson Instagram page and you check out their announcement.
They just bring out the motherfucker, or better yet, they bring out an actual leak and they just cut its head off with a scissor. Make the message loud and clear.
You have brought something else.
Nah, I don't think they'll do that. Maybe something like, hey, we're going to delay it so it's 2 years.
This is the controller that I worked on, so
that's
with the Xbox design lab on this.
I
this is
want
fully
them to do
customizable
that.
as well.
Look at that! Look at that controller. That's nice.
And make it your own. And this is tapping again into the brutality pillar.
Yeah, I'm getting that brutality
so
vibe
it's
straight
the
away.
vibe, and it's just try to make it feel super.
Could you
iconic
react to
and
my
just, like, just
JJK
have
edit
that,
real
there's,
quick?
The lanterns in there, the skulls.
Yeah, don't
it
worry.
feels really violent and
absolutely.
Yeah, just taps into that kind of that vibe. So yeah.
Mate, I think you absolutely killed it with these designs.
Thanks, man.
So thanks so much for showing us
Thanks so much.
and talking us through it as well. If you want to get your hands on your own one of the E-Day limited edition Xbox Design Lab controllers, you can grab those beginning September 30th. So check out xbox.com for more information on that. I will definitely be doing that. But thank you, Luke. I hope you have a great Gamescom. But there's there's quite a lot going on here, so we're going to have to pop off and see what else we got going. So
thank you.
Come on,
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
The rest of the booth over here.
Do you think anybody at that is going to do what I think they're going to be doing?
Queuing up right now.
Dude, they've already done it.
And
if they did that,
E-Day has officially landed here in Cologne.
if they did that, they get banned.
custom PC.
Would it be
built in
worth it
partnership
or
with
something?
NVIDIA GeForce RTX. We've got the nice COG logo there on the cooler.
Let the intrusive thoughts
So
win.
if you're in town, come and check everything out. And then what you're going to want to see. Benny was not kidding when he said the boomers are huge, but besides the boomers,
The
we've
boomers
got a
are
couple of other
huge.
buddies that we want to be talking to because
They're huge
joining
and
me
they're
in front of this
old.
incredible statue,
Either
one
it
of the
was
many photo
intended
ops
or
we
not
have on the
intended.
Xbox booth is senior product manager at
It
Coalition,
does look
Noah
like the
Benish,
evolution
and
from the
GeForce
boomer from Left 4 Dead.
Jacob from NVIDIA to chat with us about Gears on PC. So, hello guys,
How's it
welcome
going,
to
Henry?
Gamescom. Is this your first
They're actually going to
Gamescom,
give
or
us
you
E-Day on PC. Thank
Second
God.
Gamescom for me.
Second.
For me, no, probably third or fourth. Maybe.
GeForce Evangelist?
With us as well. Is he going to say anything?
That's his title?
You're kidding.
He can say
What is
something.
a
Would you like
GeForce Evangelist? They just preach
We'll get to that in a
the
second.
tenets of NVIDIA 24/7. The fuck?
Someone's getting in. That's cool.
That'd be
I
so
love it.
ridiculous.
That is. I would
Can
love
I
to be
take
able
that
to,
home?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it'll fit.
I don't think it'll fit in your carry-on.
We'll make it work. But yeah, tell me a little bit then about
That guy's
Gears on
happy.
PC,
I'm happy for
because
him.
Everyone here is checking out the game.
Absolutely.
We have Xbox players who are really excited. It's another console exclusive, but on PC, we've got some pretty cool features to talk about. So, what exactly have you been working on that is exciting for PC players?
Well, Henry, I think broadly the most important thing to know is that Gears of War E-Day is a game that is for PC players, built by PC players. So for us at the Coalition, at a bare minimum, that means supporting all the features you'd expect from a title like this, such as 32:9 and 21:9 ultra-wide support, including 21:9 cinematics in the campaign, extensive mouse and keyboard rebinding options, variable refresh rate, uncapped frames, and so much more that's hard to list off and mention here. But beyond those sort of baseline features, we wanted to take the experience a little bit further for our PC players with advanced graphics technologies. And that's why last night we were so excited to announce that in partnership with NVIDIA, we've integrated deeply mega geometry into our game.
Mega geometry. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna need you to run through what exactly we're talking about with that.
Yeah, RTX Mega Geometry. I am super excited about RTX Mega Geometry. So, Gears of War E-Day supports nanite, so you'll get really detailed environments, objects, and with RTX Mega Geometry, we can actually add ray tracing on all of the nanite geometry.
Oh,
So
fuck
you'll
off.
get
We don't give a shit
much
about
better
ray
looking
tracing.
reflections, shadows, and
What does it even
it's just
do?
going to be way more immersive.
It
You get
adds
50 to
rays of
100
light.
times the
That's all it
geometric
does.
detail with RTX Mega Geometry enabled. It's pretty amazing.
That is intense. So, just to break it down, you've got geometry, shapes. Yeah, right. Yeah. Mega. Pretty
Good.
freaking sick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Everyone's on board now. Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys, about everything here. Of course.
Wait, hold
it's
on.
not
Someone
just what's
added
going on here,
me.
because in the actual play area,
Yes.
people can check that out too, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
No,
better
no,
than
no.
talking about these features is experiencing them
DMs.
for yourself.
Yeah, I
So
got
you and
DM,
everyone
that's
else
it.
here at Gamescom can enjoy our first public
All right, you were
hands-on
saying?
of campaign inside
No, I
the
was
booth
just
behind me.
asking
We've got 20
who DM'd you.
stations, all of them PCs,
No,
all
I
powered
won't
by
say.
the GeForce RTX 5080 that have been built by our friends at Alternate. So if you're here at Gamescom, please come check
Wait,
out
what's
the campaign.
Mercedes?
You know what to do now, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to head in there shortly after
All right,
this.
we can
There's
hook up with the
there's
line.
a bit of a big queue.
Promoting
though, but-
Forza
I know
or
a guy.
something?
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Nice. All right. Well, for a deeper look at that technology that is powering E-Day on PC, why don't you check out this exclusive behind-the-scenes Vidoc from the Coalition and NVIDIA. Check it out.
RTX on.
Gears of War E-Day is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning, when the Locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems to push visual fidelity to a level we've never achieved before.
Gears of War is probably best known as an Xbox franchise, but the PC has always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game
a code?
with a PC mindset.
We're
I
trying
think
to
I
push
just
a lot
saw
of
a free
technology,
code for the game.
High detail geometry,
I don't know.
heavily using nanite and lumen. We're going to be one of the first titles to use mega lights.
Gears of War supports hardware, ray trace, lighting, shadows, and reflections. This shows up in so many different ways. A great example is our pay and save. This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off.
Yeah,
the
it has the
scenes.
70s
There's a lot
aesthetic.
of
The
dynamic elements
TVs.
to the game. I think one of my favorite things is the tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows all over the world, casting real-time global.
Bro, why does it look like this is a level from Resident Evil Requiem?
It's really noticeable.
Reminds
on
you
the
of Dead
muzzle
Space,
flashes
actually.
On our guns, as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of
Those
flicker.
things
You
remind
can
me
build this
remind me
sense
of those
tension and use lighting as a tool for visual
baby
storytelling and gameplay
baby
that we haven't been able
aliens.
to do before.
Real-time reflections is something that's very cool for us. We have some really cool
The
elements in the game that are nice and
the
shiny.
chest burster.
As you shoot glass and
No, not the
see
chest burster.
real-time ray traced reflections and translucency, all of that is dynamic in real time.
There was
which,
a
of course, you wouldn't
level
have
in
with
Dead
traditional
Space
big
2 that
lighting
involved a school.
All in all, ray traced lighting brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want to life in the game, and really adds a level of realism and cohesiveness that's never been possible for us before.
And on our ultra spec or our ludicrous spec PC settings, we push ray tracing even farther with higher ray trace samples, more rays, but also RTX mega geometry.
We're going to be the first Unreal Engine title to show RTX mega geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very nanite-heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing. Mega geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using for nanite as our ray tracing basis.
It pushes the visual ray trace scene to a higher level than we can achieve with Unreal Engine's technologies out of the box. You see some of the examples of foliage
Honestly, I'm so
or
done with
shadow
hyperrealism in
detail that is
video
just
games.
crisper and has more
Give us
fine detail in
fucking,
that shadow.
you know, cell shaded shit like Hi-Fi Rush or 2D pixel art like fucking Blasphemous, man. Those games will be eternally beautiful as opposed to whatever the fuck you guys are trying to replicate Unreal Engine.
Our environments are incredibly dense. We have 100 times the geometric detail in our game than anywhere else. And being able to work with NVIDIA and bring mega geometry to this game really is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS and other super sampling techniques really allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques that just wouldn't be possible to do if we were working at full resolution. It's something that allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine learning is able to upsample that to a larger image without really sacrificing the quality.
We also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest frame rates possible. And it's so important
Fuck
that
frame
we tie this
generation.
with reflex.
Optimize your
Reflex
fucking games,
lowers
NVIDIA.
latency and improves the responsiveness of
That
the
does
game.
not,
It's something
you know,
we think is very
actually
important,
improve performance.
Especially in a multiplayer environment, we're a very competitive game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy in focus and your reticle over them at all times. We want a nice, smooth frame rate, and we want that ultra-responsive input latency. Customization is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for E-Day players. If they care about HDR, if they care about frame rate versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure
What's
that
the
we are
expected
showing up
release
strongly
for Gears
there.
of War
We
again?
have full support for native
Next
21 by
month,
9,
apparently.
gameplay up to
Next
32
month?
by 9,
Yeah, they said
and
earlier.
all of our cinematics are also real-time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was
I mean, the
something that
game
has
looks
always been used by reviewers for
ready,
years
but
after we
I
shipped.
think they
That's
need a
something we
bit
hope
more
will be
time.
that way again. This is a
I mean,
very
that's what
technically
Persona 4
ambitious title, and I think we're
Revival
gonna
is
push hardware
doing.
for
The
years to
game
come.
looks very, very
We've always
polished
built our
from the
games
footage
to
we're
showcase
getting, but
the latest
they're adamant on
and
releasing
push
it
what is
for
possible. And working with
2027.
NVIDIA, who share the
I think it's
same
because of
philosophy
GTA
with us,
6.
We've been able to
It
bring
was already
features like
locked
ray
in
traced
for
lighting,
2027
RTX
back in
mega
back when it was
geometry,
announced in
DLSS,
Summer
reflex.
Game Fest.
For players, this means
I still think it's
delivering an
because of GTA
experience
6.
That feels
Yeah,
like
why
we're
the
playing
fuck
a
would
movie
Japan
with
give
the
a fuck about
real-time
GTA
performance
6?
that you expect
It's still
in a
one of the
high-end
most popular games in the world.
It's popular in America. Most countries don't give a fuck about GTA 6.
No, it's popular everywhere. GTA 6 is a childhood classic.
Oh,
Of course,
Alien.
everyone would want GTA.
Welcome back. All suit systems are nominal.
We were talking about aliens earlier.
Is causing data transmission issues.
Now we're looking at an alien game.
Proceed with mission.
Oh god.
That voice sounds like the AI girl from Subnautica.
Bro, that ADS looks so small.
Alert. Power output unstable.
Oh, that was a clean transition.
Oh my god, that site looks so ass.
Oh. Whoa! That does not look like an alien. That looks like a chest burster that turned into an alien.
Looks like Stalker.
Alien Deathstorm. Coming spring.
I love it when the title of a game so purely matches the gameplay. And here to break down what we just saw and give us an exclusive first look at what fans can expect in-game for Alien Deathstorm, please welcome Rebellion's head of design, Ben Fisher. Welcome.
Hiya, how's it going?
Ben, it's so good to see you. I mean, it feels like only yesterday we were hanging out at the pub, chatting Atomfall, and it seems that you and the team have been pretty busy since then as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to work on a load of different games at once, but we learned some cool stuff from Atomfall about sandbox freedom and giving the player non-traditional ways of doing objectives. We've fed that straight into Alien Deathstorm.
Ooh, I love that. Now, on that topic, Atomfall, congratulations. It's been a huge success for you guys at Rebellion. I hear it has a lot to do with maybe Benny and I's characters' face scans in the game, but you know, we won't take too much credit here. You mentioned there about applying that into Alien Deathstorm. Can you break that down a little bit? What from the project have you brought over? What design elements can we look forward to?
So the main thing is that for all Rebellion games, we value giving the player a clear objective and then sandbox freedom and how to achieve it. Sort of systemic game design, that sort of thing. We don't usually choreograph specific gameplay experiences, but build a possibility space for the player to take control. So exactly that same stuff has come across to Alien Deathstorm. The new challenge for us has been combining that with horror gameplay, because horror gameplay is normally quite handcrafted, but I think we found a secret formula that really makes it happen procedurally. It's very exciting.
Secret sauce, very exciting. Nice.
No, I'm really excited to see it, so should we get started?
Wait a minute.
No.
Right, now I'm ready.
What the heck is that?
You'll find out very soon.
Well, little hint in the trailer, but should we hop into and check some gameplay out as well?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. It will come up. Ah, here we go. Now, this is the
Okay, I like the HUD.
Full swing. What are we doing here?
So you play as an engineer who's been called into an off-world colony. The colony's gone dark, there's no signals coming from it. You think you're there to do a repair job to help sort the colony out, and as you explore, you discover that people have gone missing, the situation's getting worse. You're trapped there, and it's a desperate fight for survival. Now, the game balances, like I said, the combat intensity of like a sort of horror shooter with investigation and discovery. So you're, as an engineer, you're kind of exploring the situation, finding out what's happening, and as you do so, the storm is tearing the place apart. So you're fighting to survive at the same time.
Nice. Can you break that down a little bit further? The engineer's role, that's a pretty specific choice there. How does that come into play with gameplay?
Well, we wanted to give you a framing that meant that you felt like a sort of an everyman doing your best to survive. So you arrive there with a load of tools, including this giant sort of hammer here, you know, to do a bit of percussive maintenance to try and get the place up and running. So instead of doing traditional objectives where you're told exactly what to do, instead we've got a system that we call Squire that you use to kind of diagnose the situation and figure out what's going wrong. So what we can see here is the player exploring around, testing out the locations, trying to see what's happening and trying to piece together in their head how to tackle the situation in front of them. So this is a nuclear reactor that's in the early stages of meltdown, and they're going to try and diagnose what's wrong and try and fix it. So the player has to be observant, they have to engage with the environment, piece together clues that kind of frame them as a detective figuring out how to solve this stuff.
Very interesting.
That just scared me. I was not expecting the ceiling to collapse.
Did that fucking ceiling, that ceiling just disappeared.
I was just having a look at the HUD, right? And like,
just
something's popping up on
despawns.
the HUD all the time. Can you tell us a bit about that and like what players can see on the screen?
Sure. Well, we want to give you lots of anticipation before a fight kicks off, because as you're exploring, you know, you're making a load of noise, you're causing a load of mischief, and that's going to attract some attention.
Yeah.
So there's a tracker at the bottom of the screen that gives you pings of nearby movement. It'll get scrambled by radiation and things like that. So it's like a multi-purpose tool to help them explore and understand the situation. So combined with Squire as a way of doing objectives, it makes you feel like you're there to do a job and you've got to like piece together and survive.
And who's the voice that we keep hearing as well?
Yeah, that's Squire. That's giving you little clues of what to do and how to explore, but never directly tells you exactly what to do. It's kind of like having Clippy in your pocket. You know?
I'm a big fan of the name.
But to be honest, this lighting looks actually amazing.
You guys have to go through for that name.
Well, we always like to give things a kind of uniquely British twist, a uniquely British flavor to it, and it feels like a nice little like friendly friend in your pocket kind of thing. So it seemed like a natural
My
fit.
Squire.
Exactly that, yeah.
Awesome. Now, in the footage as well, I can hear some of the music making that tension a bit more buildable, and you mentioned some horror scenarios too. How can fans of horror games expect Alien Deathstorm to fit into their spooks and scares like Benny did with from Rebellion?
Well, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the game, because the jump scare that got you there might not happen for another player.
Oh.
It's all tuned around the player's exploration, the player's experiences. So, you know, as you're making a lot of noise and you're exploring, you might be attracting unwanted attention. You get a nice long bit of anticipation before the horrors turn up. But the fights and the encounters will be different for every single player.
So it doesn't matter how many times you've gone through it before, you might never be prepared for what's about to happen.
Exactly that.
That's class. Now, looking at the objective as well, right? Right now, we're trying to repair and restore power to the reactor, right? What else is around him? What other kind of resource or enemies are we keeping an eye out for? Because in the trailer we saw a lot, and right on cue.
Yeah. So the player here has been poking around, attracting attention, and that's spawned some enemies because they heard the sound and they came to take out the player.
Oh gosh.
So there's a balance, there's a tension between scavenging for resources.
Oh
and
goodness.
Understand
Turn the
the
fuck
situation,
around.
But you're going to be attracting attention to yourself, so that the fight might.
Oh,
get
that's
worse.
that thing
It's
explodes.
that risk versus reward all the time. You're like, actually, do I have enough, or just try to?
Wait,
go
that
straight
gun
to the
automatically
objective?
reloads. Okay.
We saw a couple of different scary looking guys there as well. Have they got different names? What kind of different enemy types can we expect?
Yeah,
in
so
Alien
there is a
Deathstorm?
range of aliens throughout the game. In this demo here, you'll see scuttlers there, you'll see other ones called soldiers, but there's a load more that sort of unlock over the course of the game. But as devs, we don't even know exactly what aliens will be and what encounters, because it's all procedural or dynamic.
Wow, that's very exciting.
And to defeat these aliens, right? We're gonna need weapons, just like what you've got on the desk. What weapons are players going to have in Alien Deathstorm?
Yeah, so there's a good range of weapons. You'll only see, I think, 3 of them in this demo. And they're all very kind of grounded, real-world weapons, because we felt like that kind of that suit the tone, that kind of gritty, grounded sci-fi environment. So you'll see an SMG here, the shotgun, a pistol that's always got ammo. And you can upgrade and tailor the weapons to your personal playstyle. So as you explore, you might find things like a holographic sight to help you aim the gun, and you might choose that that's your playstyle. You might prefer it.
How does that actually work for weapons, the upgrade system in Alien Deathstorm?
There's workbenches found throughout the game, and you sort of collect crafting materials as well, and blueprints for the various parts.
Very good. Very fun. Do you have a favorite weapon that you want to talk about so far?
I always
What's
love
your-
a shotgun.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a shotgun.
I figured he was gonna say the shotgun.
Let's hop back into the world a bit, because Rebellion games have always had a great reputation for like exploration, discovering and looking around for like new attachments. How does Alien Deathstorm encourage players to venture off the beaten path, especially if you're going to be like potentially running
Why do you
into
think
more
so?
aliens for doing so?
Yeah, well, we strongly believe in player freedom.
You
And,
see the
part
screen?
of the fun of it is finding your route through the environment and choosing how to engage with it. So there is that risk-reward, that balance.
It looked like a weird combination of the
So one of the ways that we tackle
725
that is
and
we
a
try and
freaking
make each environment
like
we
a-
explore have a kind of internal logic to it. So this is like a space reactor, and I don't know about you, but I've never been to a space reactor myself. But we try and make sure it's got a kind of, clear signposting, clear exploration, so that you can either explore everywhere for resources, or you can sort of get a quick understanding of how you're supposed to explore.
No,
But we leave it completely up to the player.
No, I always love like going on exploring, because it's like an Atom Force. Spent so long trying to search for Morris's hairline, which is just, I can't, my character was made bald as bald can be.
I don't know, it's pretty accurate. Sorry, that was hard. I mean, we've got aliens, we've got nice alien guts to look forward to as well. But
I'm not.
what other challenges
I don't want to see any alien guts.
like that
Oh!
can our players look forward to?
That's class.
Yeah, all the best.
Is
games
the
are like
wiping a
Survivor, but-
mechanic?
Right. So you saw that there, but also if you're out in the storm getting pelted by the elements, you might have to wipe to be able to see what you're doing as well, which can lead to some really
that could
tense,
actually be
exciting
an
gunfights
interesting
where you're trying to juggle visibility
mechanic.
while shooting the aliens.
If you have to like manually wipe
so it's all
your
about that
visor.
kind of immersive, gritty, make you feel like you're really in the suit.
Yeah. That was something about Atomfall that we really enjoyed, is collecting just everyday items. It really grounds maybe the players, or especially for me, it feels like that. So having to deal with a lot of nuisance you wouldn't normally in real life or in video games is nice touch. Very good, Ben.
It's also very helpful for putting together a
He has a crowbar. Of course he has a crowbar.
Nice swipe transition.
Now,
Shout out to the
we've said this a
OG
few
Gordon.
times as well, like, as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, what else helps make each encounter unique that you're running into? Because you've said a few times that
Load
you
triggers
never know
me.
what's
What the
going to
fuck?
happen.
Yeah, so behind the scenes, as well as the player kind of making a load of noise and exploring, we can fine-tune to encourage encounters in certain situations to kind of build set pieces a little bit. You know, there's a balance between dynamic and making sure that you'll have those high points. But we absolutely don't know
Oh god, oh god.
each
Oh!
kind of encounter you're gonna hit.
Oh, it is a manual
All of the
feature.
spaces are designed so that no matter what kind of encounter you
But he
get in them,
stopped
it's gonna be an
tanking the
interesting
shit.
fight. And as you blend different kinds of aliens at once, your strategy has
Oh,
to
I
become
really
much more
don't like that
complicated.
reload.
I bet that must be quite a challenge
Looks
when there
decent to
are
me.
a variety of them around.
I know,
like
something
this,
looks
swapping
off
weapons or
when he hurts the
Yeah,
shells.
so a lot of the fun in the game comes from splitting the player's attention between trying to solve the puzzle of the environment and then having to deal with unpredictable aliens coming from every
Something about the way he, or
well,
the animation emphasizes the hand inserting the
we just did a
freaking
stim there as
shell.
well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
so
just don't
in
like
this
it.
trailer here, you'll see stims and grenades as a couple of additional pieces of equipment.
Like if
You've
he
got
was
there are more to
reloading
come
that
in
shit
full game.
fast, then
You
I
can
guess
also
the
throw
emphasis
flares
of
to
the
light up the
insertion
environment ahead of
makes
you.
sense. But nah, he's reloading it like he's you know
Like,
taking his time at the range or
Right
something.
now, as we're kind of making our way through the level, what else should players be looking out for?
Well, at this exact point in time, looking out for the alien that's jumping at the head.
Okay, we've made it to the reactor as well. Is that right? Very cool.
So you never quite know when the fight's going to cool down, or if it's going to bloom back up and you're going to have to encounter more aliens. So you've really got to keep your wits about you. And in this space here, you can see that the tracker has, the scanner is noisy.
Yeah.
You know, so because you're near a reactor, it's messing with your equipment, so you lose a little bit of health.
Yeah, so this is not, you know, a sequel to Alien Isolation like I hoped it'd be. It's more like a
What are some of the
an
like,
action
most
horror
effective,
game like
tactics
Resident Evil.
that players could like kind of use to get those situations? Because you obviously want to kind of thin the horde down at times, so you can then go back to like exploring the area.
Yeah, so a lot of the time, like this encounter here, you can see that, you know, there's a fight has kicked off in this space, but the player can still do a runner if they choose to. So you've always got the opportunity to like reposition and choose a best place to defend yourself. And you hear the aliens coming with a lot of notice before they actually arrive, before they start climbing down the walls and piling out of the air vents. So you've got lots of time to choose a spot that you think's defensible. Doesn't always work.
That's very smart.
Oh.
Well, that looked pretty busy there. With lots of enemies swarming us at once. You mentioned some tactics, but I don't know if I would maybe be up to it on my own. Would it be okay to ask Benny to give me a hand finishing those aliens off? Or
Well, one of the great things about all of the fights being dynamic is that if you play through with another player, you'll get a completely different experience again.
Yeah, just Bex to just be making loads of noise, like attracting all the aliens, and then I'd be having to clean up. It's a disaster.
that's crazy, egregious. We'll see how that goes, I bet.
It'll happen on stream.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, and remember, Alien Deathstorm drops spring 2027 as well for players.
Lots to look forward to. Yee.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Gamescom, Ben. And for us here, this year marks 25 years of Xbox. And for many of us who have been playing since the beginning, it's a special moment. For me personally, my first ever console was the OG Xbox that I got for Christmas. Back in 2003, I had Kung Fu Chaos, Project Gotham Racing, and Rayman 3. But playing Xbox games has actually helped me cultivate a whole bunch of my interests outside of gaming. The fact I was really obsessed with SSX3.
Yeah, she's really on status right now.
I'm very happy to to be here celebrating
Why?
25 years too.
I did
Bro,
that
she
as
listed
well,
out
and then
games
went
that
face
I didn't even know
first into a
existed
hut
outside of
because
Rayman Legends.
But as we celebrate the last 25 years, we can also look forward to what is to come. Like the world premieres announced today, Chosen by Odin and Dumpster Gang. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6.
How much
No
longer
matter
is this
where
stream
or
going to
how
be?
you
I feel like it's
game,
going to
the
be
best place
more
to
than
play
4
is
hours.
Now, to
How many
a throwback
games in the
making
list
a
have been
comeback, this next game is sure to make
I
fans
actually
of
fell
Persona
asleep.
4 smile
Yeah,
live.
Momo,
We've
I
got a
feel
brand new
tired
story
already.
trailer as well as a deeper look
I
at
feel
what
like
fans can
4
expect
or
when the
5 games
revival
already?
of
I'm
this
not sure.
epic franchise drops next year. So take a look.
Persona 4 Revival, finally!
Are you getting used to it out here?
There isn't much to do compared to
This
the
is
big
a game that
city.
I'm actually looking
There
for.
is that certain something.
Alright, I
you
remember
can't
that
get
two
anywhere
best
else.
friends play. You used to play this.
Bring you more details about the incident in Inaba, a small town shrouded in fog and mystery.
Alright, where's Kenpachi Ramasama?
This town has been the peace and quiet.
What?
And now we're gonna be the center of attention.
It's a two best
Police
friends play
are treating
reference.
this as part of a serial murder case.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel? On a rainy night, you look into a TV that's turned off. When the clock strikes 12, someone else will appear on screen.
Really? An urban legend. Not even a kid would believe something that stupid.
The time has come to open thine eyes.
By the way, this is the greatest JoJo game ever released.
I'm not even interested in Persona.
I say JoJo because the plot of Persona 4 is eerily similar to JoJo's Part 4 on accident.
No! Who are you? I'm your shadow, and there's nothing about you that I don't know.
I don't believe you.
You're not me!
Doesn't it seem like that world in the TV has to be related to Senpai and Yamano's deaths?
Can we get more info? Can we get some footage of Naoto in this game, please?
Here on the TV, die?
Let me see the OG Detective Prince. Yes! Yes, I see him!
What's going on here? We're getting to the bottom of it.
Oh, this is like one of the late game dungeons. Right now, February 20. Ah, dang it!
皆さんこんにちは。
Yes!
ペルソナスタジオゼネラルプロデューサーの和田和久です。先ほどご覧いただいたストーリートレーラーでは、ペルソナ4リバイバルの新たな姿をご紹介しました。
By the way, the anime cutscenes are animated by
本作
Mappa.
は静かな地方都市を舞台
Mappa?
に連続殺人事件とそこで次第に明らかになっていく
They're everywhere these days. Oh my god.
しかし
These
ペ
guys.
ルソナ4は単に事件の真相を追
What
うだけの
else?
作品ではありません。
Persona.
その根底にあるの
Vinland
は
Saga.
人と人とのつながり、自分自身についての真実を見つけていくこと、そしてそうした絆の中で紡がれていく人間ドラマを描いた物語です。
Someone in town is definitely kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
これらの対比こそがペルソナ4を特別な作品にしています。明るく青春に満ち、思わず笑みがこぼれるような親しみやすさや人との距離の近さを感じたかと思えば、次の瞬間には不穏な空気に包まれることもあります。今の温かな日常があるからこそ、
Did something
事件
bad
の
happen
謎
to
は
her?
より
No, she's adorable.
Okay.
そしてその事件を取り巻く
She's the
ような
little sister
深いからこそ
character.
仲間と過ごす何気ない日々がよりかけがえのないものとして感じられるのです。シリーズ未経験の方にとっても本作はペルソナというシリーズを最も象徴的に体験できる作品の一つです。
You heard from the man himself. If you want to experience Persona, play this game.
人々との出会い、関係を築きながら一日一日をどのように過ごすかを選択していく。そして日常の裏側にはテレビの中に広がるもう一つの世界が存在しています。そこで仲間との絆が力となって、自らを支える大きな武器となります。
Trust me, we know you can push your limits.
日常と非日常を行き来するこの構造はですね、ペルソナシリーズの核となる要素です。そしてペルソナ4ではその体験がさらに深い謎と結びついています。
It's the picture we took the other day with all the other part-timers.
この物語が描いているのは、人が心の奥に隠しているもの、目を背け続けているもの、そしていつか隠し続けることのできなくなった真実と向き合う瞬間です。こうしたテーマこそが今なお多くの方々に愛され続けている理由の一つだと思います。
Oh hell yeah.
ペルソナ4リバイバルの開発を始めるにあたって、私たちが最も大切にしたことの一つは、オリジナル版で多くの方が感じてくれたあの空気感を守ることでした。静かな田舎町稲葉の佇まい、仲間たちとの何気ない会話が紡ぐ穏やかな日常、そして少しずつ真相へ迫っていくミステリーらしい緊張感。そうした
I hope they emphasize the mystery aspect way more. There was too much filler events in the OG that you kind of forget you're actually investigating a murder mystery.
現代の技術や表現によって当時感じていただいた体験をもう一度味わっていただけるよう、一つ一つ丁寧に再構築しました。同時に本作は単なるリマスターではなく、完全なリメイク。
God, why are they making these games so easy? You're a part of Shin Megami
の
Tensei.
魅力をそのまま現代に届けるものだとすれば、リメイクはその魅力を受け継ぎながら現代のプレイヤーにふさわしい体験として新たに蘇らせるものと言えるでしょう。私たちが目指したのは、
Hey, was that a
ペル
V
ソナ
trigger?
4ならではの魅力を
Didn't know
大切に
Che was
守
an
りながら、
AEW fan.
現
Though
代のペルソ
AEW
ナ
did
シリ
not
ーズ
exist
が
in
持つ表現
2008.
力や遊びやすさによって、
Or is it
本作を新たに
I
蘇
forgot
らせる
what
こと
year
でした。
this game takes place in.
そのため、ゲームプレイそのものも現代のプレイヤーに合わせて進化させています。ユーザーインターフェースの改善や
Oh
バ
man,
トル
this
テンポの
UI is
差、
immaculate.
ダンジョン探索の快適性向上など、ゲーム全体をよりスムーズで遊びやすいものへと磨き上げました。初めて稲葉を訪れる人にも、久しぶりにこの街へ帰ってくる人にも、自然とこの世界に引き込まれるような体験をお届けしたいと考えています。またキャラクター表現にも徹底的にこだわりました。ペルソナ4においてドラマチックなシーンだけでなく、仲間たちと過ごす何気ない日常も非常に重要な要素。仲間同士の他愛ない会話、少し気まずさを感じるやり取り、そして突然訪れる緊張や恐怖、そうしたさまざまな感情の移り変わりをより自然に、より身近に感じていただけるよう、一つ一つ丁寧に表現しています。
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. But all we can do is trust our instincts at this point.
さらにカメラワークや演出にも細かな調整を加え、何気ない日常のワンシーンであっても登場人物たちの感情がより豊かに伝わるように磨き上げました。ペルソナ4ならではの温かな人間ドラマを大切にしながら、キャラクターたちをこれまで以上に身近に感じていただける作品へと生まれ変わっています。
You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.
ペルソナシリーズにおいて音楽は単なる BGM ではありません。作品の空気感を生み出し、物語を彩り、プレイヤーの皆さんの記憶に残るペルソナを語る上で欠かせない存在です。中でもペルソナ4は音楽も多くの皆さんに愛されてきました。だからこそその魅力を損なうことなく、オリジナル版への敬意を大切にしながらサウンド制作に取り組みました。原作楽曲の魅力を受け継ぎながら、ボーカル曲やバトル曲をはじめ全楽曲を現代の表現に合わせて丁寧にリファインしています。さらに本作のために数多くの新曲
Oh,
も
please let us give us a glimpse of this new soundtrack.
そのどちらも感じていただけるサウンドをお楽しみいただければと思います。 さて、ペルソナ4リバイバルについてご紹介してきましたが、いかがでしたでしょうか。今後さらに多くの情報をお届けできることを我々ペルソナチーム一同楽しみにしています。
Oh my god, Teddy gameplay!
最後になりますが、
Oh god, oh my god,
ペル
Naoto!
ソナシリーズを初めて遊ぶ方には日常と非日
Oh
常
my god, yes! Yes! Naoto gameplay!
なく体験していただけると思っています。
Thank you.
すでに稲葉市をよく知っている皆さんにも
Although I still find it interesting that they're being very, very particular with showing Naoto footage.
感じていただけるはずです。ぜひペルソナ4リバイバルで霧に隠されたその真実を確かめてみてください。Who's on air?
Why can't February come soon? Fuck! Game looks immaculate.
Environments, immersive puzzles, and fluid combat than Tomb Raider. And as someone who has
Oh, we're also getting okay.
Legend,
Back-to-back
Underworld,
bangers.
and
Okay, Tomb Raider. Hell yeah.
Etc. So much that I can still recite a bunch of the cutscenes from memory. I am particularly excited to be talking about this next chapter in the legendary franchise. Here with an extended look at the mysteries of Peru in the new Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, please welcome Crystal Dynamics Experience Director Jeff Adams and Flying Wild Hogs Art Director Arek Tomaszewski. Welcome, guys. How are you? How's your Gamescom going?
Awesome, so far so good.
Yeah,
Good.
fantastic. I couldn't ask for more.
Now this is a game that was
I mean,
absolutely scared of GTA 6.
to see what you've got for us today. So set us up, set the scene. What can we look to expect?
They acknowledge that they moved the release date to
So today
2027
we're
because
gonna
of
take
GTA
a
6.
nice in-depth look
Oh.
at Peru. This is Lara when she is.
How much longer do you really want to do you want to keep watching this? Do you really want to wait until Call of Duty, or
Iconic location.
do you want to call
It
it?
really shows how we are putting.
I feel like that's going to be at the
reimagining
end of the
forefront to make
broadcast,
sure
which
we're
is going to take like a
preserving
few more
familiarity, but at the
hours.
same time, introducing new challenge.
Yeah. No, Jeff, you
We still have
literally
Call
just
of
said
Duty and
reimagining
Fable.
versus like a remake
I don't think
or
COD will
remaster.
be
Can you tell
mentioned
me
here.
a little bit
No,
about
then
what that means for your
the
team
earlier
as
they
well
announced
as
that Call of
for the
Duty
players?
will have a spot
Absolutely.
here.
In a nutshell, reimagining means preserving
Maybe
the things
until
that
COD or
make those
GTA.
iconic locations recognizable. We want to make
Whichever
sure that
comes
we're
first then.
preserving that core DNA.
Yeah.
But we also want to make sure that we're finding new ways to introduce new challenge, new surprise, new delight for our players. And so therefore, if you're a new fan who's never played before, you come in and you just see a really cool game experience. But
I'm
if
gonna
you're
check
a
out
fan
freaking
who's
Twitter to
played
see
before,
what
like
the
yourself,
reactions
we
are
want you to
for
come in and actually
the
have that
brief
first
glimpses of
play
Naoto
experience
we
all
got.
over.
That sounds great.
Yeah,
Now-
just to add to on the top of that, like basically what we've got from the original one are a bunch of memories.
Yeah.
So we want to recreate those memories for the new players and just bring more people in and create those new unbelievable stories for them as well.
That sounds so good. Can we dig like a tiny bit deeper into your answers as well?
Sure.
How important, or maybe even how challenging was it to strike that balance between nostalgia as well as new, exciting experiences for new players?
It's a delicate balance, and I like to say it's a combination of an exciting opportunity to get a chance to get under the hood and really kind of see what we can do, but it's also an incredible responsibility because we know that there are people that have so many strong memories. Like Lara's become so part of people's personas in a lot of ways that we want to make sure that we're
Persona.
really making sure that those fans are seen, but at the same time we're also giving them a chance to actually experience something new with the character. And so we take it very seriously, and everything we change or everything we modify, we do because we feel like it's basically what the original developers of the game probably were getting at, but they were just constrained by the tools of their time.
That's beautiful. Have you found the same experience, Arek, as well? The design looks incredible.
Yeah, I mean, what we wanted to do, for example, with art, we wanted to bring back the same color palette. So like when you squeeze your eyes, you can see the the original game, and just bring this subconscious idea throughout the game. But also we want to keep the key elements from the original one. So we're trying to be, like Jeff said, being super respectful to the OG, but then bring our own flavor to it as well.
Okay. I can't wait to spin my eyes then and look at the game. That's so smart. I never thought about that before. Well, can we take a wee look and see what it's all about then? What you guys have been up to?
We will allow it.
Thank you. And here she is. Oh, such swagger she's got.
Yeah, you see that familiar silhouette come into the light and you just instantly get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
I mean, speaking about hairs on your neck, this looks absolutely incredible. Arik, talk to us about, well done, and congratulations to you, the whole team.
Yeah, it's the team's work, but what we're trying to do is being
Oh
authentic
my
to
God,
the
this
place
game
that
looks
we are bringing
gorgeous.
people in, because basically Lara
Not as
Croft
gorgeous
is
as
a
Lara
home, so
herself,
the places
though.
she discovers and
That
she explores,
cake.
they need to be real.
Sorry.
So in this example, we dive deep into
Oh my God, oh my God. They knew what they're doing with that camera. They knew what they're doing with that camera.
I'm sorry.
So we've done what we could with the...
Look at the chat.
We've been authentic to the Peruvian culture, but also we bring, it's a game, so we want to make it fun and beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, when we dove into it, we're like, okay, the cog puzzle is such an iconic part of that game. I'm gonna say iconic a lot because we are dealing with an icon.
Yeah.
So, but let's say they're memorable water cooler moments that people remember so well. But in a modern gaming sense, like we have an ability to create a higher believability sense of immersion. And so when we really kind of step back and we look at it for what it is and how we try to make the gameplay feel naturally seated and believable in the world, but just slightly out of place, like why does this exist? It sparks a feeling of curiosity. And curiosity combined with exploration is like what Tomb Raider is at a core. And so we get it on screen and we hopefully make people happy with it.
Yeah, but also
This might be a bit offensive, but this is giving me a lot of Uncharted vibes.
So we created a whole narration.
Like a lot of these puzzles feel like they're ripped straight out of Uncharted 4.
Together to open the gate to Tomb of Qualopec. So it was really fun to just build the whole structures and logic and
No. Different devs, but at their core, they're very similar. They're archaeologists, action adventure games.
Into the water after dislodging the roots.
10 all round, by the way.
Oh, awesome. But along
Nice
the way,
angle,
she's like,
once
wait a minute,
again.
I see something out of the corner of my eye. The player drives in and they come into
I'll have to
this new
stuff my
space.
face with some cake.
You may have never missed it unless you took, or you may never seen it if you had not taken a chance to actually just look around for
Someone
a
is definitely
I mean, speaking about looking around, is there maybe particular details that you guys are really
or a fan
proud
art of
of
that
or that you
within
want players
24
to really
hours.
notice in
My
the
guy,
environment?
this is a remake of an old game. They most definitely have made one a long time ago.
They're probably going to intensify it
So I wanted
this
to
year.
get everything with the logic. So
Yeah.
everything.
Gonna turn the cake into a fucking dump truck.
And me and our team, like, we really worked really hard to make sure that every single puzzle, every single obstacle that Lara meets, it makes sense. So, like, when you dive deep into the environment, into the world that we are playing, it's there because someone built it, not because the game requires it to.
And we don't want the environment to feel like it's a heritage site. I mean, we're in the wild. This is a lost city, lost to time that we are discovering. And as a result, we have the opportunity to kind of do some storytelling tricks where we can actually say, hey, this
Well,
is a
that's
culture
convenient.
that
That
evolved in
cog is
isolation for a while.
is just
So
like
how
you
do
know,
preserve what
oh
we
so
know about
conveniently
Indian culture, but at the same time,
rolling
given the
downstream
uniqueness
to
say,
where
hey,
it needs
it's
to be.
unmistakably Tomb Raider, but it's that way because they just evolved in isolation for a while. And when you play the game, you're going to find out why.
Yeah.
Sick. And then you can have a lot of fun with the overgrown aesthetic, as well as obviously some of the dirt that Lara's picked up as she's traversing through these environments. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of just making sure that the environment feels like you are the person who discovered the first in a very, very long time, because that's what she does. And we want to make sure that that's how it feels as well.
Yeah, and Lara's not, she's not a delicate flower. She looks good, but she is going to get her hands dirty. She's going to dig in.
Heck yeah.
She's going to go anywhere, and she's going to follow her instincts, similar to how she's doing here. She's like, I need that cog to get that puzzle moving. I found one, but that has opened up the path to somewhere else. So curiosity is driving her. You're going to be along helping her find that way, and we get into beautiful traversal.
Whoa.
That makes sure that Lara's physical attribute, her abilities, her athleticism is on.
I'm
full
glad they
display
didn't
in
do the
these
freaking
moments.
yellow paint thing that was in Uncharted 4.
Love that. Now, the puzzles, like you mentioned,
Because like climbable ledges usually are painted yellow slightly. Uncharted 4.
Can you go a little bit deeper about how you've evolved them for Legacy of
I'm not sure if it was Uncharted 4 that sparked the
we talked
yellow
about
paint
reimagining, it's
discussion
about
online,
saying,
but
hey,
I feel
this
like
puzzle
it should also be brought up because like
what was the
Uncharted
original
4
intent?
kind of does it.
And if that
Actually, wait,
intent
no, it's not
is
Uncharted
something
4.
that
It's
we go,
Uncharted
hey,
3
that's
actually,
That's a
not 4.
really strong guiding principle. How do we take that and make it ultimate version of what
Holy
it's trying to
fuck,
be.
that leap was
Sometimes
far.
That means sticking very close to the formula.
She
Sometimes
didn't
it
even
means
do it. She didn't
deviating
even
into
get a
another
running
area,
head start.
but
She
we do
just
so in a
did
way
that
that's
shit
very thoughtful and
from
very
a
precise,
light
'cause we never
jog.
wanna make it feel like
Okay,
we're
Laura.
ignoring the history of this
Look at that
adventure we're
fucking
reimagining. We want it to
elevation
feel like
to get
it's
to that
it's the
fucking
re-debut
hook.
of this game. And
God
so
dang, she does not
adding
skip leg
new
day.
Details like giving her gear items that
In fact,
allow her
leg days
extract
want
more
to skip
lore from the
her.
world, preserving some of those classic abilities like push-pull,
I love
traversal being fluid and dynamic. We'll get into combat a little bit later, but these are all just Tomb Raider things at the core.
Amazing.
Yeah, but just going back to the scanner thing, like you can use a scanner if you are a fan and just want to, like Jeff said, dig deep into the lore. You can scan things and find out more, but you can also use the scanner as a clue to the puzzles. It gives you clues if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just play it your way.
Yeah. And that's us trying to be sensitive to the players, because there are those that want to have this full breadth of systems, but we also have our hardcore players that are like, I want 2 pistols and no help.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah, you know what?
accommodating
I
them as
cannot
well.
keep
I
up
love
anymore.
that. Giving players way more.
Alright, we'll just finish the Tomb
following
Raider.
their lead as well. That's so cool. It sounds like you guys have done a lot of research as well and really respected a lot of the environments that you're talking about.
Might as
in
well
real
close
life,
out the day with
as
a
well
good
as
old
a
slice of
more
cake.
fantasy realm for Lara.
I'm sorry, man. The cake tastes so good.
What we've been doing, because the cultures that we've been working on recently is you know, Incans, ancient Greece, Egypt, and we want to be respectful to those cultures and to the history that they had, and also for the players to feel like they are actually archaeologists, not just playing the game. So that's why we've done so much research.
And when we decided to partner with the Hogs on this game, you know, co-develop it together, we knew that they were also fans of the game. I think Maddie is actually one of the designers on the
Convenient.
yeah. So like we've got a designer on the team who literally used to make Tomb Raider levels for fun.
Yeah.
And he's
No way.
really well known in the community. So these are real fans that are making the game.
Wow.
But at the same time, we're also, you know, we have a luxury of very talented developers who ask the right questions, who push in the right places to make sure we get really cool stuff
God,
that's
that
fun to play on
fucking-
screen. And watching this whole process unfold
Bro, if she
over
can
the last
fly farther
few
than
years
Michael
has just
Jackson.
been a treat as a developer.
I bet. That's so special. That's so cool. What we're seeing here is Lara movement in full action there. She's got a lot of swagger. Like I said, she's got steez looking. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the innovations that Lara's movement can be experienced in Legacy of Advantis, and how it'll feel for players to play as her?
What we hope is, we hope it feels familiar. We hope that you can pick up the sticks and you're like, wow, this is like putting on an old pair of shoes that are super comfortable. But at the same time, we've given her a couple
Okay,
of more tricks
I thought
she
that
can
cog would
use
get
to
stuck.
help navigate the world, such as her grapple cuff that can give her some unique abilities to interact with objects, to use it to navigate. Those little touches
Is Laura gonna
are
follow the
additive and are
stream?
meant to enhance the experience while still
That'd be
preserving
fucking.
that
That'd be an
original
insane
intent.
thing to do, but
That
low
cog
key,
puzzle,
it's the fastest way to get
she
down.
basically knew she needed to find it. She used her instinct. She moved upwards through this beautiful
Oh, okay, I
little
thought she was gonna
pocket,
swim
like,
downstream.
city that was adjacent to this temple, discovered things about it along the way, got inside, found this beautiful water clock whose purpose is unknown. She gets it,
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
There she
Yo!
is. That's Lara, baby. Oh my gosh.
Laura never comes in through the front door, and she never leaves without style.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful landscape around us. The environment art is stunning.
I know.
I mean,
incredible.
I mean, we try to. When you play in this game, like we want you to explore and just enjoy exploring the environment, apart of doing everything else. Like if you just want to walk around and want to figure
Why
out
is she
what was
using
actually
a,
happening in
an
this
ice
place and how
pick
we-
to
what the people were
destroy
doing there
concrete?
hundreds of years ago, you can do so. And
Use the
it's
wrong
worked on
pick,
all those
Lara.
vistas. It's just so awesome. People, like our teams put so much heart and passion into building the vistas like this.
Look at that. This is one of my favorite.
Cinema.
One of my
Cinema,
favorite
guys.
moments is the postcard shots. where
Cinema,
you're
yeah.
alone in the wilderness. You can hear the birds chirping, the leaves rustling. There's no time clock. We want people to slow down when they play the game. We want them to say, take it in, enjoy it. You don't have to speed run it, but if you're listening and you do, let us know what your time is, because we'll keep track. But that's great. It's the type of audience that we have. You know, we have people that want to challenge themselves to move through the experience as fast as they can, and those that want to sightsee.
Skill points?
And
What?
the game just is welcoming to all.
There's a skill tree in this game?
I've got tears in my eyes. I'm not even joking. That is Absolutely
Why?
incredible. Wow. I wanted to go back a little bit and talk a little bit more about Lara's
I mean, I
toolkit and
guess
how
that's what
evolved here.
the
So
Crystal
we've mentioned
Dynamics
her,
did with
her
their
grapple
game.
hook, her we saw the scanner in
Or was it
action as
IO?
well.
I don't know. The 2010s Lara Croft games, they definitely did have skill trees, but I don't
Well,
think this one.
We've got the, like you said, the 2 items that we've already discussed, and as Arik mentioned, the scanner has some dual functionality. It can not only give you some hints that are optional if you don't want to engage with it, but it also gives you some world lore. But on top of that, we've got some things under the hood in our PDA that we can use to help give her some slightly different skill attributes if you want to.
Not gonna lie, despite this game being adventure, I can see this being like a very chill time.
We've got our crafting system because we want to make sure that, you know,
I mean, it's the same. It's similar to, you know, Uncharted 4, where, like, you know, if you're not in an all-out shootout, you know, actual like adventuring ancient sites and, like, you know, figure out these puzzles, like it's honestly a pretty chill vibe.
Break immersion, and so that's where, like, crafting is a perfect add-on addition to it. It lets her scavenge the world for resources, use her knowledge and her ability to craft something useful, and on top of that, she can use recipes to provide certain gameplay buffs that are going to help give her short-term
If you want to, you
advantages.
don't have to. And you can just play the old school way, dual pistol all the way through with healing items if you want.
If you want to put your heads down and power through it, you can do it, but these things are available to you, and we think they're fun to engage with.
Amazing.
The Tumaqualapec waterfall gate is opened.
Done it.
Now here
She
we're
took a quick
advancing
shower.
a little bit later in the game. We're now just on the cusp of a very memorable first encounter. So folks, hold on. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna do the Assassin's Creed dive.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so worried you were going to include a swan dive. That's so sick.
You know,
she's so cool.
Early stages of the project, we were like, hey, you know, if we're really going to do this, we want to represent Lara in a way that she's fully recognizable. And part of that is the acrobatics. Lara without the acrobatics is still cool Lara, but not classic Lara. And here, they're on full display, but what I hope people appreciate is that there's more grounding, more believability to it in how she moves. She's still having fun.
My guy, she has insane hang time. Fuck off. Not even MJ was moving like this in Space Jam.
Those little interactive moments add a sense of cinematic spectacle time to time, which is nice. It allows the game to still feel like a summer blockbuster.
Yeah. And speaking of, hello.
Oh no. Here we go.
The Raptor design looks really cool, Arik, as well.
Brilliant, thank you.
I love the addition of the feathers.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to keep the red color, you know, which you
I like how there's infinite ammo for the freaking
but
pistols.
obviously our knowledge about the dinosaurs evolved so much since 1996.
Maybe it's just for the
so we
beta
wanna, and like with everything
or
in this
something.
game, we want to add on the top of
To be
all
fair, where
what
would you?
we've done already.
Ooh!
So we kept
Bullet
the colors,
time! Oh
we
my
had our own
goodness!
silhouette designs, and we added the feathers to make it unique for the legacy of Atlantis.
Nice.
And their combat has been, like, dramatically overhauled. They're no longer just charging.
This
at you,
might
just
be
taking
Game
bolts.
of the
They're
Year
thinking,
2027 for
they're
probably even more so than
evading.
Persona
You have the
4
ability to
Revival.
use the health reticle when in aim down sight to be able to kind of assess where they're at, so you can target your shots. And with Lara's combat, love seeing the axe make a little appearance. Utility gear for the win. But when she's actually in combat, she's got a loop of, you know, assessing the situation, responding, and then moving to make sure she can then reassess. And that's Lara's always in motion. Her combat is fluid, it's organic.
I just noticed there's a little bit of auto aim on the.
Challenges and get the upper hand.
There's a little bit of auto aim. Like, do you see how it like locks on a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's way the tracking is way too precise for it to just be, you know, controller aiming.
Which slows down time, which is one of my favorite.
Unless you know the guy playing the game is actually fucking
when that
cracked.
goes up, she can go into hyper focus, slow down time, and really pull off those precision shots. But if you're gonna do that, like, give her some style when she does it.
Absolutely.
Let those acrobatics shine.
Hello.
There's our girl.
That's the girl, yeah.
Yay! Oh my gosh, what was it like reimagining?
Oh,
such an
Jesus.
iconic, boss fight here as well as the other ones in Atlantis. How was that?
From our perspective, it was just an honor to work on a T-Rex, but like we've worked for such a long time to just make sure it's perfect from our perspective, and we were trying to be respectful to the OG one. You know, the moment when she's coming out, like throughout the corner, and you see the T-Rex.
Oh!
We couldn't do exactly this, but we wanted to have the same emotions.
They're showing a
See that
lot
for
of the
first
good
time,
shit
and
for
then
this
just working
game,
on the
man.
design, it was such a blast.
I feel like they're
And when you
very
see it,
confident
when
that this
you
game's
see her,
gonna be a
it's like she
banger
still
if they're
has some
showing
of those
something this
classic DNA. She's
exciting
got that
on the
beautiful
fucking
green with the
demo.
yellow pockets under her eyes. But we've also got some added elements in the feathers that also provide a little bit more of a reason.
Also, how's she
She's
gripping
in a
on those
geothermal
like
valley.
vertical
I mean,
planks?
She's gonna have a little bit of plumage that feels like it matches that environment.
Okay, this
And it
hang
just
time
gives
is
you this
way
really
more believable. She
recognizable
actually had to
signature
dive
I just
forward
love that we
to
added
grip
those
onto the
red feathers
bridge.
because there's so many versions of
Oh,
the
okay.
you know,
She did not make it.
all the medias, and
Yeah, no, she died. They just spoiled that Lara Croft died.
And like chocolate and peanut butter is just great. Getting these two back.
They're gonna
together again
replace her in
and
the game
seeing it,
proper.
like, never presented before. So.
T-Rexes love Lara. I
Oh.
love that as well. With the T-Rex and again other iconic bosses, what are you guys hoping that resonates with players, or what are you hoping that the experience from them comes across?
Yeah, no, we can take it or leave it. No, I'm kidding. We absolutely want people to be engaged. We want them to be pulled in. We want them to
have fun.
Yeah, we want them to feel like they're being put onto a cinematic thrill ride when we are ready to do that. But we also want them to feel like when we're not in that moment, they get to ramp down, explore, enjoy what we put out there for them to
Yeah,
explore.
but it's also so much fun to, you know, recreate, like reimagine these things with the technology that we have now. And we can build a lot on the top of it with so much more narration. It's just so much fun to work on it. And hopefully people will feel it when they play it.
Yeah, I cannot wait to play it as well. Guys, I'm really honored about speaking to you, seeing all of that footage. So thank you so much for joining us. Can we go check out the booth here at Gamescom as well? I want to see that big T-Rex. Okay, let's do it. Guys, thank you so much again. Check out Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis when it launches on Xbox Series X and S on February 12th, 2027.
Oh, fuck off! It's on the same month as Persona 4 Revival! What? Oh my god!
Xbox console.
Literally, just like what, 6 days? Or no, 5 days before Revival releases. Fuck!
Get ready to play.
You're kidding me!
Fuck! Starting February 10th.
Oh!
Now, guys, there is still a whole lot more coming up here on the Xbox at Gamescom broadcast, including Mega Man Dual Override, Forza Horizon 6, and I get to chat with Fable's game director Ralph Fulton and walk through the full demo that they're featuring right here in the Fable Theatre on the show floor. Heroes, wit, Power Stone, combat, and more. I'm simply chuffed. Now then, if ridding an alien planet of its most menacing habitats with a rig full of futuristic weaponry and S-tier teamwork is your idea of a good time, have I got a game for you? Check this out.
In Exterminat, every contract begins on a frontier that's equal parts breathtaking.
Why does this look like No Man's Sky?
You'll gear up aboard the rig, meet your crew, and choose the tools that fit your playstyle.
Not gonna lie, this looks like knockoff Helldivers.
Then it's time to drop in and get to work.
You play Helldivers, right, Akari? Does this look like a knockoff Helldivers to you?
The ecosystem is alive. Creatures hunt, feed, adapt, and push back against your every move.
Yeah, I guess I'm just being a dick for the sake of being a dick. I'm sorry.
Looks like something like Arc Raiders, though.
But this does not look like an extraction shooter. This is a co-op game.
The tools you use do more than deal damage. They're built to create opportunities, reward teamwork, and let your crew shape the battlefield. It's controlled chaos. And when things get heated, cool them down.
Oh my god, these ragdolls.
Clearing pests is only part of the job. Success comes from working together. While one Exterminat gets the facility back online, the rest of the crew holds the line and keeps the site secure.
Overdrive that sick boy.
Ooh.
course,
I'm not gonna lie, this is looking more and more like Helldivers to me.
biggest pests around. And even then, the contract isn't finished until everyone makes it home. Call in your ride, defend the extraction zone, and earn your pay. Because in Exterminauts, the best jobs are the ones you survive together.
Magic and Melee take center stage in Warlock, a brand new third-person
Alright, do you want to call it here then?
set in the D&D universe.
You can keep watching. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna call it now. I was only really waiting for Tomb Raider and Persona 4. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for joining me, Akari. Have a good night, buddy.
Real essence
of
good
playing
night. Something like
And as for everybody watching the stream, I will be back tomorrow night for more Blasphemous. We're gonna be continuing with some more unholy suffering.
Your darkest dreams come true.
And
There will be a cost.
yeah, I just realized that I accidentally missed a boss area that I previously visited. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing a little bit of backtracking there, right? See you guys. Good night. Bye bye.
Charming and charismatic.